Hello and welcome back to S-Rank, the only home of video games, and to Summer of PS3. We're doing the final Wonderbook game today. My name is Ethan, as always, and this game is about dinosaurs, and I don't know jack shit about dinosaurs, so I need to call in my expert from the heavens himself. Devon, how are you doing?
The Teletubbies baby is all grown up.
I had that thought, but I was like, well...
It probably would be our age. When I feel like because that was like 90s. That baby probably is our age or close to it.
She's an adult woman, I know that. And her
Okay.
baby was the baby in either a special or a reboot of Teletubbies. That they
Uh,
had her baby be the baby in the sun.
well, she was starring in this was shown in the trailer, so it's not a spoiler, but in 8 years later,
Really?
because they're watching Teletubbies on the TV with all the
Oh, I thought you were
kids.
saying that actor is like, yep, we got the Teletubbies
But
chick.
does that count? Does that still count as I'm in the movie? I think that does. Like if like in a movie they're watching an S rank stream in the future, I am 100% claiming I was in that movie.
Right. I
I'm
mean,
putting that on my IMDb and everything.
Vin Diesel is listed in Wiz Khalifa featuring Charlie Puth again, even though they're only using footage from the movie Furious 7 in that music video. He didn't film anything for it, but they still used prior footage. So I feel like you're on equal terms there. Devin is a little quiet. I will
Am I? Hold on, I'm
boost
trying to
him.
listen to it.
I will boost him. I also have to lean into the mic to speak. So I don't
Test
know if I'm
test
going to be
one
doing this
two.
a lot because I think this might be as loud as I'm going to be generally speaking. So we'll have to see. But yes, I know Devin is a fan
It's hard.
of. Sorry, go on.
Sorry. I was gonna say I'm trying to listen back to it, but it's two Ethans talking, and then I start talking because I'm like 10 seconds behind.
I think the audio is good. I'm looking at the
Boost him.
levels here. I think we're good. I did
The
boost
people
Devin.
yearn
I
for the
did boost Devin.
boost.
Devin is firmly just below the Reds. He is as loud as he needs to be. If I make him any louder, he'll be peaking. Not pequawing, but peaking.
Not
Um,
peeking behind the corner looking at a dinosaur because we're going to be up front and close and personal, I
that's
think, today
right.
because we're
That's
walking with
right.
them.
That's right. That's right. I had to call in Devin here because he's a dino expert. But folks, if this is your first Summer of PS3 video you've
Hmm.
watched, let alone the first Wonderbook week video you've watched, you probably don't know what this currently flipped, horizontally mirrored image of this Wonderbook is. This is a big soft cover
It's a
book
binder full of
of women, right?
dinosaurs
Oh,
or
I
whatever
thought you were
whatever it.
making Mitt Romney,
No one knows
2012.
Mitt Romney anymore. No one knows who that
Does he
is.
even know himself? Yes, basically the kind of crappy, and you will see the difference. PlayStation 3 camera, that very, very, very poor quality camera, basically reads these glyphs on the pages and covers of the book to make augmented reality stuff in front of your child's eyes on the television. We've done all three prior Wonderbook games these past 3 days. This is the fourth and final one. BBC's documentary adaptation, I guess. Video game
BBC
adaptation
Earth.
of that. Sure, that's right. It does say BBC Earth. And it's very tiny. I don't know if you can see that on the screen. Walking with Dinosaurs. This came out in 2013, so a long
Which is
time
crazy.
after that would have.
1999 is when
Right.
the original aired, and there was a spin-off show, which is my favorite growing up, which was Walking with Allosaurus, which I think was a year or two afterwards.
Is that when like a
Um,
sitcom has one side character get their own show for a change? We have all the
basically,
dinosaurs, but let's give this guy a shot, you
basically, it
know?
was like the life in the life of like it follows a baby Allosaurus hatching out of the egg, and then you follow him through his life. Um, and I just remember I really liked that one because it did feel a little bit more weirdly personal.
Sure.
But it's because I wanted to be a dinosaur as a kid. I still want
Oh,
to be a dinosaur, I should add.
okay.
But
Are you making steps to
um,
that? You know, I mean, like
well,
the world is more
society can.
accepting these days of what
Is
people
it?
feel like
Is it?
more than I remember. You know what I mean? There's counter efforts obviously in play,
Do
but
universities
yeah.
redact people's awards because of their
Oh yeah, I
gender? I
was
don't
reading
know.
that. Hey, that bitch still came in fifth, so nothing changed. She's still
Uh,
miserable. But you know what society has not accepted is the Wonderbook. They only again made
yes.
4 of these. This Walking with Dinosaurs game, unless their logo pops up, this is digital only, so I don't have a physical copy to look on the back. But PlayStation's no longer active. London studio, rest in peace. Jim Ryan shuttered that down because God forbid you have teams making video games. Let's just fire all of everyone. But London Studio made the first 3 Wonderbook games. There was another dev that I think might have been the lead on that second one, that neo noir Diggs Nightcrawler game, which was gimmicky and weird. I don't think they worked on this because I know one dev definitely is tied to this game. Until Dawn's creator, Supermassive, made this
Oh,
game.
wow.
So I'm interested to see how it is. I will say the first Wonderbook game, that Harry Potter game, Book of Spells, gimmicky and not that interesting. It feels like a tech demo. It came with the book, and I don't remember how much these cost MSRP. I don't think it was $60. I feel like it was 50. Sure, your value proposition, it's a glorified tech demo, but it's not a big full game. This Diggs Nightcrawler game, which you can actually see on the folder icon there, that was $15 digitally and felt like it had more going on. And then we have the second Harry Potter thing, Book of Potions, which I didn't even finish yesterday. I got that bored. Also hot in this room. It's sunny outside, as you can tell. The sun is above me.
It's also hot in this sun.
I bet. Even more gimmicky, and the one key thing I'm actually looking to see if Supermassive learned, or at least just has a different idea how to handle in this is a game, these games involve augmented reality on the book, on the TV. You'll see, I know you don't see the book really when it's in front of me here. You'll see it all over there. You'll see my whole room. And you'll see my fat ass here post 1/3 of a large pizza, and in its full glory. But it's using this book and most likely as well the PlayStation Move controller to interact with. And while there is a lot of like talking and whatnot in these games so far, they do have you interact with the things, with these devices. And in all 3 of these games so far, they'll have an idea for a mini game or an activity, and they just do it for too long. Very simple acts. Chop this root vegetable to put in the potion. It's slow. Do another. Do another. Do another. Do another. I don't think we need this many. Do another. They
were trying to pad a little bit.
They're padding, right? They're making the experience as long as possible, because we could have finished that potion game yesterday if I didn't feel like stopping after 3 of these bloody potions, no British pun intended. But we finished those first 2 games. I mean, the Biggs Nightcrawler was an hour and a half. The whole game was done, right? So like they need to pad stuff out. I'm just curious to see if Supermassive has a different idea on how all this stuff works.
Can I make a prediction?
Go for
Just
it.
based off what I know. So we mentioned Walk with Dinosaurs earlier, and I watched both of them. I had them both on, recorded on VHS. My grandfather, I think, recorded them for me.
Nice.
Because he was cool like that. And I know the only other Walking with Dinosaurs game that I've played was a kind of a top-down, I won't call it a real-time strategy, but it looks like a real-time strategy game where you're a baby Allosaurus and you had to go find food and stuff. And there was some randomness to, like, at least as a kid, it felt random, of like, oh, I'm hungry. Luckily I found food, and it would tell you, oh, you starved to death. And like,
oh, great.
Well,
was it like the Oregon Trail?
Kind of, yeah, basically. But it was like slightly open where you can go like south, north, east, west, or whatever. So I'm a feeling it's not going to be like that, because one, just what Supermassive Games historically has done. I think this will be more to the roots of Walking with Dinosaurs, which is a documentary kind of style thing, where I think we'll get some narration. I'm just my guess. We're gonna get maybe the same narrator, who I had to look up here.
Okay.
Kenneth Branagh. He was, he's won some awards. He's still he's only 64, so he was pretty young,
wow.
I guess, when he had this gig. He started in Fortunes of War in 1987, Warm Springs, HBO's film Conspiracy, Wild Wild West. He was in Oppenheimer. Well, who wasn't? Tenet and Dunkirk. Okay, so he's kind of a Christopher Nolan kind of guy. But long story short, I think we'll have maybe him narrating or someone narrating, and I think we're going to be in like some sort of rail. I don't know in what form. I just think we'll be like going through scenes, maybe like Pokemon Snap. Maybe we're filming the documentary. That could be cool.
What I don't want to stifle your ambition here. What I think is probably going to happen is more along the lines of turn this page and a 3D dinosaur pops up and we're rotating the book and we're learning.
Maybe we
facts.
learn about the dinosaur. Yeah, maybe we learn some facts.
I think it's almost guaranteed a documentary about dinosaurs adaptation into video games is going to teach us. I will say this real quick. This light here, my green screen is in front of my window. That is the raw sunshine peeking through this green screen.
It's cool looking.
It is something. I was like, what the hell is that? I'm like, I have the monitor with view on it over here, and I'm like, things are reversed. But all right, I think we're gonna begin, or we could just play this Watchmen game that I've never touched.
That does sound pretty. Oh, and it's based off the
movie,
the Zack Snyder one. Wow.
Yes.
So Rorschach will be right. You'll feel like at the end when he shouldn't be that way. Anyways,
let's begin. I'm very curious to see how it is.
I'll say it first thing sure. Before we even jump in.
Okay.
This T-Rex is not how it looked like in the show. So maybe this is 2013. Maybe they always try to go for accuracy. So maybe that's more accurate T-Rex, or at least in 2013.
Okay.
But some say the T-Rex has feathers.
Some say it's not real. No, people don't know this. I don't believe dinosaurs exist.
Or no, creationists. I think
I don't see them.
Believe in dinosaurs.
Well, some of them do.
They all happen
but
at the
they
same
believe
time.
They believe they existed alongside us and they died in the flood. That's their way of being like, I believe in science, but the science that's right.
Which is just disrespectful.
It is what it is. All of that is propagated by someone scamming people by making fake footprints in selling them next to real dinosaur footprints,
or the giant Ark replica, which I actually do want to see, by the way, one day. I forget where that is, but somewhere in the Midwest.
Let's begin.
Anyways,
let's begin. We're gonna get a lowdown. It's gonna set,
this is not
set us through the setup on how to set up the book layout and all that stuff. And we've watched all the previous ones, so we're gonna watch it today. Besides, you need to learn. Oh, I love it. Which
4th of July, America.
I don't have.
Oh, by the way, this is also convenient too. That Jurassic Park, new Jurassic Park, Jurassic World Rebirth comes out today.
Oh, does it?
I unfortunately will not be able to see it until maybe 2 weeks from now. But people are questioning, will it be that or Superman or Fantastic Four that will win the box office of July? We'll see.
It'll probably be the Marvel movie, but I want to see that Superman movie. I'm actually curious.
I think Jurassic Park has been done really well, so it really depends on how people receive it. But people are saying it's kind of returned to form. But I feel like it also looks like everything Gareth Edwards has ever done, which is kind of funny, with like a guy getting killed behind like an enclosed structure. It's like one of his go-tos. But it makes me excited.
Do you hear this, Devon?
Yes.
You hear it well enough.
Maybe turn it up a little bit for me if you're able to.
Move motion controller.
How's that?
That's good. Yep, that's good.
Take a closer look at the PlayStation Move motion controller.
Audience will have to let me know too.
You might
need
be familiar
this.
with the action buttons on the
I'll
top.
listen to it.
Below these is the PS button, and the big button in the middle is called the Move button.
Stream sounds good, I think.
On the underside
that's
is
good.
the T
It's hard to hear it when it's
and
double,
on
but
either side we have Start and Select. You can
Oh, wow.
recalibrate
There's a
anytime
select
by
button,
pressing the Select button
but
and following the
I do love the
on-screen
glowing
instructions.
ball.
That's how the camera tracks
Before
where
you
it
can
is.
Get started, I'm gonna help you set
It
everything
tracks
up.
the ball.
Press the Move button on your motion controller to continue.
All right, I'm gonna press
It's
the
good.
button to continue.
For the best possible
You know,
Wonderbook
you can see the
Oh, wow.
entire
the
the light coming through
That's awesome.
this part of the window. It is the green screen is covering the entire window. Also, you can see the quality of the camera versus the OBS camera I'm using. It's
It
sitting
looks
right
like
on
a lot
top.
of people's Zooms cameras, so I feel like we actually haven't got much better.
You're in here too.
I know.
The same lighting is affecting me in both of these, in
Press
the
the
exact
move
same
button,
angles.
and I'll show you
So,
what to do.
yeah, how it is. But I am not
Love the
sitting on the
kitty.
floor. I have brought this table to this apartment for this reason, and I am not able to take off this Final Fantasy XI plastic mouse pad because the foam underside has accidentally adhered to it, and me ripping it off will rip and just leave foam behind. So this is a part of the experience. This thing I use as a coaster is now just permanently a part of this table. And someone made this in my family, so I guess I added to it too.
Have you found that these
To
games
make
so
sure
far
you
been
can be
more
seen clearly in your
oriented
room,
towards
set your
kids?
PlayStation
Oh,
eye
absolutely.
camera
noticed, like,
to wide-angle
Because
view.
even the little kid
To
there.
do this,
Absolutely.
twist the camera lens round to the
Yep,
blue
we are on the
lens
wide
angle
angle
indicator.
lens. And so one of the things that this is going to do
#wide.
is this low resolution camera is going to be zoomed in during the entire game because they like to pan around and track the book and then like pan up to you and stuff like that. And so it's already like pretty low resolution, and then they're zooming in on
Now,
top of that.
You need to tilt your
It's-
PlayStation eye
and
camera
like
so it's
you
looking
can
down
kind of
towards
see
the floor,
with
and
my
not
hands
straight
here.
ahead. To do this,
no, it's actually not
hold
that
the
bad.
camera base in
The
one
frame
hand
rate of
and
the
push
games
camera
have always
lens
been
down
really
with your
poor,
other
and
hand.
that affects the camera as well. So like I'll move my hand and it will move in a sluggish manner. Very funny.
You gotta tilt it down?
Yeah, it's already tilted.
Next,
It needs to
place
see
your
my
PlayStation eye
face
camera below
and the book,
or above the center
top
of
of the
your
book.
TV. For the best results,
Also,
when
I
you
love
sit
that
on
they
the
have the
floor,
PS3
your
on the
camera
floor,
should be at about
opposed to
head
inside
height.
the empty TV stand. And this camera is, generally speaking, level with me. So
Try to make your room
is this a
Aw.
British thing, by the way, of
evenly
having
lit as
the
possible,
switches
so
to
that
lamps
you
be on
and
the
your
floor?
Wonderbook appear clearly.
No, I had these.
For
Really?
best results, turn
I
on
literally
all
have
the
one,
lights in
actually,
the room.
from IKEA. I guess
You
maybe it's
step
a
on
European
it,
thing.
or is
Yeah,
it?
I had one growing up, and I have one currently.
Yeah, I just never seen ones like that before.
Now,
ASMR
sit on the
stream,
floor
that's
a
like
little way
10
back
years
from
ago
your
at this
PlayStation
point.
eye camera,
We'd
so
be
you
seen
can see your
as
face on your
cringe, even if we
TV.
executed it
Pick up
perfectly
your
and
motion
flawlessly.
controller
One of those like
and point it
weird
towards the
like
camera lens,
stereo
keeping it clearly
microphones so that
visible
you
on
can go
screen.
left and right.
People
Hold your
still like
motion
the
controller
cutting
really
thing
steady,
streams,
then
so like I
press
guess
the
you
move
could do
button.
that.
Like in a hurt yourself way.
No, ASM, like if you're gonna do ASMR, I think people want more of the cutting things right now. I feel like that's what's hot.
Like cutting onions.
Because everyone's getting mad that the AI is doing it, where they're like
Oh.
cutting like glass vegetables.
Finally, place your Wonderbook on the floor in front
Oh,
of you.
yeah, I can
Make
Weird
see
that this
sure it's
assumes you
closed
have
with the front
friends.
cover facing upwards.
that
If you
want to
can't
watch.
Also,
you
it's
play
good
the
to
game.
see
Have your
me. It's
Wonderbook
good to
on
see me in
screen.
here,
Try
the
moving
cat,
back
you
a
know.
little. Press the
Oh,
move
sure.
button when you've finished.
At some point, the mom also joins in.
You're all set up and ready to go. So leave everything as
Phrasing.
it is and press the move button to start your
Oh, one interesting
Wonderbook
thing too, and this will be in the video I want to put up. The Wonderbook Book of Potions game. The back of the box shows two kids holding PlayStation Move motion controllers, and it's a single player game. So I feel like that
Damn.
was false advertising. So
Can you
Alright.
sue them for, like now, or is it too late?
I don't personally care. I just find it interesting.
Someone's grandma definitely bought it for the kids to play at Christmas, and then there was like, oh, I thought it was 2 players because the back of the.
I mean, it's so
Back of the
boring.
box.
I wouldn't really want to. Things too. I want to be able to turn on subtitles. My TV is low. I don't really hear too much of the speech.
I think there is a new Walking with Dinosaurs supposed to come out soon because Prehistoric Planet was doing so well, which is also BBC. So it's kind of funny that.
Oh, there was a 3D movie, huh?
Wow.
I guess this was maybe timed around that then. Oh,
Maybe.
Choose their profile.
Profile 2.
There. The Harry Potter ones were moving
Get
photos,
ready
so
for
you
an
see me like,
incredible journey
and
that
then
will
just
take
get back
you
up.
millions of years to a time of wonder when the most magnificent creatures
Okay, this
ruled
is
our
not the
planet.
same narrator.
An entire
Oh.
prehistoric world exists inside this book. Your guide to how these giant reptiles lived, fought,
I
and
can't hear
died.
this. I don't know if you can.
Come with me. Come walking
Come with me.
with dinosaurs.
Come walking with dinosaurs.
Hi there.
There
I'll
it
teach
is.
you how to
There's
use the
the
Wonderbook
book.
and play
And you can
all
see
the
it.
games.
I'm holding a
If
thing.
you
So
can
one thing I
find all
will
the
give them a little
best
bit
and
credit
not
for
the medals, then you'll
is
become a
this
certified
camera does
dino
have
expert.
hand detection.
Listen
Like
carefully
it
to the
knows my
facts
hand
you
is
Ooh,
learn,
on
wow.
the book.
as I'll be
It's
testing
pretty
your
bad,
knowledge at the
but
end
that's
of each
mainly
chapter.
because it's so
Oh, and
bright.
if there's
The
more than
lighting
one
is
of you
too
playing,
good
then why not take
that
turns
it
with the
sees the
controller
white
to
on my
share the
hand.
fun?
You know, if I have
Okay,
shadows
Yeah.
in there, you know, it
Point
does it
your
better.
controller at the book and press the move button.
Hilly, I can't pause to. Okay, well.
Just point the controller at the book, and then
A lost kingdom of dinosaurs is buried beneath our
oh, we're going to
feet.
Canada.
During our journey,
They didn't
we'll
have
look
dinosaurs
at
in
5 famous
Canada.
fossil dig sites. The first is in modern-day Canada.
What do you fancy playing next?
What do you fancy playing next? You only have one option though. So it looks like we have some sort of Triceratops, maybe
The Great Exodus.
I saw a Pachylephosaurus up ahead.
Let's see what's over the page.
Please open the book.
Digging up the past. The
Digging
Canadian
up the
Badlands
past.
are a famous fossil hotspot,
And, you know, and it's
with
tracking the
discoveries
pages-
dating
the
back
pages pretty
literally
well.
millions of years.
Awesome.
There we
Let's
go,
dig
I
up a
wanna-
dinosaur.
Subtitles on.
Oh, because you can't understand the British.
Click on
I
the
get it.
picture to get digging.
Click on the
I'm
picture.
there with
What do
you.
mean by click on the picture?
The bones of hundreds of lost species are hidden beneath
So
our
it's doing
feet,
stuff like
waiting
this.
to be found.
Use the hammer to smash up that rock.
Oh,
Press the move button to switch to the hammer. Just keep hammering until all you
Oh.
okay.
can see
This is
dirt.
cool. This is cool.
Keep
Smash it.
pounding
This is
until
kind of how the
you
other
hit
ones
dirt.
were.
That's it.
Minecraft.
Yes.
Good work. Keep it
This is
up.
what the kids yearn for. Oh, can I just sweep? No, I'm not
No,
getting
you
the
gotta
rumble.
pound that. You gotta pound that
Almost there.
thing.
Bro, you want me to pound it, huh? One of the other games made me fucking do that, so I'm not that embarrassed anymore. One of the other ones said, "Yeah, jack off in front of our camera with
Okay,
this
good.
wand."
Now use your brush
Great.
to sweep the dirt away.
It was like, "Shake the potion." Okay.
Sweep
Change the
brush onto
tool.
the page to clear
Okay.
away the dirt.
Okay. I think I predicted that
So-
you'd be doing excavating
Try holding the
stuff.
brush so it's pointing
See, as a
down
kid,
right
I wanted to be a
over the book.
paleontologist. I
That's
still
it.
do, but
Keep
the
dusting.
issue I really quickly realized,
I
even
can
just in
see
middle school, is like
bones.
I'm really bad at math and science.
You have
Like, I
to
find
be
it
smart to
interesting.
be one of these people.
Dinosaur.
Indiana
That's
Jones
what it
didn't hunt
is.
dinosaurs, but he was a professor, and he was out
Right.
there in the desert looking at ruins.
Now pick up
Alright,
the
change the
fossils
tool.
and slot them into the skeleton.
I don't remember this being a.
Hold the
Is this
T
what they
button to
use?
pick up a bone.
I know they use the brushes, but
Now where does it fit? That looks sharp.
his foot. His foot.
They go up here. Here. Over
His
there.
foot. Dora. His foot.
Now hold that bone where you think it belongs, and then let go
I
of
was
the
gonna say,
T
did you
button.
see they're making another
Well
Dora movie?
done.
As if that would be something on your radar, but I guess they're making another live-action
that
Dora
tooth.
movie, and this time, I think the joke is that she's schizophrenic because she keeps talking to the audience, like in the cartoon, or at least that's how the other characters are treating her. I think that's kind
Now
of funny.
hold that bone
All
where
right,
you
then.
think
No, I've
it
not heard
belongs,
about the new.
and then let
What
go
do you
of the
think
T
this
button.
is?
So I think is a tooth. I think you might think it's the tail, but it's the tooth. It's the tooth.
Okay.
See. I don't learn
That's on
chemistry
the
just to do
foot.
this. I could have been doing this.
So what is it?
That's the toe. That's the toe right there. Or is it? I think. Why is it circular in the middle? Makes me think
Now
it's
hold
actually
that
the
bone where
tail.
You think it belongs.
Right,
You
like
gotta
a
have a
Then
ligament
let
in
go of
there.
the T button.
Yeah.
Or is this nope, there is no part at the end. I feel like, why don't we set this down for now? Oh no, I think it's like
You
we
gotta
need to
commit.
pick
Bone
one.
where you think it
Uh,
belongs,
you wanna say the
and
toe?
then let
I think
go
it's
of
the
the
toe.
T button.
I think it's the
starting to
spine.
take shape.
Well, I let go on the toe and
Okay.
it didn't yell at me.
Looks
This.
like it's
What if it
part
was
of
like you're
the tail.
wrong? Now that's the tail. Okay, I see. You put them all in, like, actually, you fucked it up.
How did the dinosaur
a
get
rat?
buried this way?
Well, you see, well, actually, I was.
Is this a big tooth?
Well, you know, actually, over millions of years, a lot of sediment moves and things happen, so sometimes you get disheveled.
This is Gorgon, a Gorgosaurus.
Wow, we got
and
a
the
trading
deadliest
card.
predator of his
Gorgosaurus. I
age.
never heard of this one. This is-
Gorgon,
I'm
what
assuming.
Medusa's supposed to be?
Does he? Oh yeah, maybe he turns other dinosaurs into stone. That'd be awesome.
You've unlocked your first fact card. See how many
Gorgosaurus.
you can collect throughout the chapter. If you find them all,
Fact
you'll be
hunter, we
well
got
on
a
your
trophy,
way to becoming
Devon.
a certified
You're
dinosaur
fact hunting.
expert.
Is he related to the Gigantosaurus? I wonder. They're both
I keep
predators.
laughing
They're
because
both
you're
carnivores.
over there. You're featured more than I thought. Right, did it say to turn the page? Oh, okay.
Yeah, never heard
You
of
didn't get a
Gorgosaurus, I
single
don't
bone
think.
wrong.
Gold,
As
you didn't
play
get a
through the
single
book,
bone wrong.
you'll
Oh, it
win
looks
gold,
like there's
silver,
fail
or bronze
states.
medals for each
For
of
all
your
it's worth,
games.
that first
You can
first
replay games to get the
Wonderbook
best
game, you
medals.
just get all the trophies
Just
if you
click
just
on
play
the
the whole
picture to
thing.
play the game again.
I have to go
Look,
back to the
You've
other three
unlocked a
now.
new game.
Unlocked a game?
Why isn't the XP increasing? I want in the chat. I don't know. We literally this is the first time we've seen it. Oh
It wasn't
shit!
on there yesterday. Oh shit. Someone stepped on.
Gorgon is a
The
deadly
the
predator
screen.
who targets
The
the weak and the
Gorgosaurus.
sick. In combat, he's
No.
unstoppable. A highly evolved killing machine with an insatiable
So I said this in
appetite for flesh.
the other ones.
Oh, he's coming our way.
The way a lot of this feels to me, in scenes like this, we're like, look, we're right down there, is like a theme park ride that has screens or whatever, and look, we're in it, and it's like low resolution and like low frame rate,
Move the
but like,
muscle.
and there's like
You'll see.
mild
Stop!
interaction.
Don't move! Don't move!
But generally speaking, it's like nothing.
He's gonna hear you, dude.
Phew. I thought we were done for. I hope that's the last we'll see of Gorgon.
It was like literally sitting there. Yeah, hold an Uzi. Yeah, I will.
No, I know what you mean though. I mean, that's kind of what I was thinking. Like I said, like kind of on rails, but so far, yeah, it's been mini games and
That was amazing. I wonder what's up next. Turn to the next
And
page.
it's following the book around. I could.
one of my favorite things about like children entertainment is when like it has to tell you that that was entertaining or that was cool. Like
Turn
it
to
can't
the
just
next
be.
page.
You can't just let the art do the talk.
Right.
Like we gotta be like, hey kids, that was sick, right?
Turn page.
75 million years ago. The last great age of the dinosaurs.
75 million years ago.
You need to find
Poof.
all the hidden creatures
Sounds
shown
like
in the
happened.
picture. Use your controller to select the picture.
It actually is.
and then
I always
press the
think about
move
it. It does
button to
kind of
look
like
inside.
really make. It is just kind of crazy to think of
really
just
is
like
like looking into
humans
the
are like a
past.
blip compared to
Use your
them. Like they were
controller to
really
move
around
around
for.
the world. If you see a magnifying glass appear, then press the move button to take a closer look.
And that's
Can you
also
find
part of
the
the reason
bird?
why I feel
Move
I
the
literally
eye over it
get
once
sad
you've
when I
found
think
it.
about how all the dinosaurs died and how like the empathy in me. I just like it's like one of my top 5 like
That's
sad
it.
things.
Now press the move button.
Like every time I go to the museum, I'm
Oh,
like,
he's
damn,
moved.
dude.
Really?
Move the eye over
They
him
didn't know.
again.
They didn't know. It's not fair. It's like it's kind of like putting a dog
could say
down
the
or
same
something.
thing
Like
about us.
they don't know. They don't know.
He's
They were just
flown over to the
doing their
left now.
thing,
Move
and then
the eye
one
to
day
find him again.
there's a flash of light, and then like the weather got really shitty, and then you just starved to death. And like they
And now
they
he's
didn't
flown
know.
over to the right.
Yeah.
He's up there.
AI is our meteor.
It might be. Cause that's.
This prehistoric bird
I mean, there also is
called
actually one of the biggest
Alexornis.
extinctions is
Well
happening right
done.
now thanks to
Let's
climate
see if we can
change,
find
but
all the hidden
humans are the
creatures.
ones that aren't suffering.
Not nearly as much.
Oh,
Oh wow! Look.
what is this
Here
guy?
comes some dinosaurs, and they're huge.
Are you?
If you had to be a dinosaur though, like what type of dinosaur would you be?
I'd be the biggest dude ever.
These are
I think there was there was the one
Patchy
long
is a
neck one. I
young
forget its
male.
name.
You can
That was
spot him
like
by
the
hole in his
tallest.
armored frill.
Patchy.
It was like it was like 50 something feet or something.
Juniper is Patchy's
Diplodocus,
closest
I think maybe
companion.
was called.
Oh, Patchy and Juniper look like they're best
Dino
friends.
spotter. Huh. Where's the dinosaur here? You a dinosaur? That's
There,
right.
Ethan,
12
there.
years old, Oak is in the prime of his life and leads a large herd.
He's in his prime. He's
Let's see
Himothy.
what else we can find.
Shaking my head.
Oh, gotta find the little mammals. You gotta always see. We try to insert ourselves into this. You know, when they come to
Right,
talk
right.
about
There's a
dinosaurs.
bias.
Like, oh,
There's a bias.
yeah.
Cool.
They're like,
Can you
oh,
find the other
don't
two?
worry, guys. We were there too. The little critters. Like, cool, dude.
That's your second Alphadon. Can you
I mean,
see
There's
it's
them?
literally
interesting.
giant lizards. There's giant lizards walking around. That is way cooler than
There's a new dinosaur
the
in
cousin,
sea.
long lost
Can you
cousin
find
of
it?
like a New York City mouse.
Brilliant.
Oh.
You found all the mammals.
Ah, sure. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're not
I'm
wrong.
joking. I do like these. I do like little rodents. In Colorado, if you go on a lot of different hikes, there's
Gorgons
little
on the prowl for fresh meat.
prairie
This
dogs
Pentaceratops isn't going
Really?
down easily. And
Are
he
those
keeps
things
as
on their one
close
bike?
as he gets.
on our bike
Let's
trail
hope they won't come any
nearby.
closer.
There's like a whole field of them.
This is Edmontosaurus, a giant herbivore
It's
the size of a
Edmontosaurus.
bus.
Oh, wow. He's big.
Honestly, he's vibes.
Ew, dino snot.
As the heat rises, Oak leads the herd on their annual
So,
migration
like,
to
obviously,
the
the
cooler
people that
nesting
don't believe
grounds.
dinosaurs exist
It's a
generally
long
tend to
journey,
be, like, you know,
so
super
they'll need
religious.
all the energy they
So,
can
you
get.
know, we have this
Well
Wonderbook
done.
game
You
about
found all the
dinosaurs.
dinosaurs.
They should have, you know, put their
Great.
funds
Let's
together,
see
made
what
a
we've
Wonderbook
unlocked.
game. That's the Bible.
Gold, fantastic.
And maybe you know they were thinking about it and
You've
just
unlocked some
didn't,
fact cards.
didn't have time.
Fact cards. Close. No, I want this one.
Alphadon were small
Left to
rodents,
right.
similar to rats or ferrets.
Alphadon.
Wait,
Scientists don't know
Alphadon.
much
That's
about them,
he has a
because so
dinosaur
far,
name,
they've
but
only
he's
uncovered
just
their
he's just a
fossilized
little
teeth.
rodent.
He's the alpha, you know?
Alphadon.
Edmontosaurus is one of the largest
Wait,
duck-billed
what are their
dinosaurs
numbers?
we've
Is there like
ever
a
found.
trading card element to
Nowadays,
this?
We're fairly confident
Also,
that
these
they
are
Oh, maybe
called
you
fact
battled them
cards.
afterwards.
legs,
I
but
doubt that.
scientists
They're called
once
fact
believed
cards,
they
but there's no
hopped
text
around
to
like
say any
kangaroos.
information.
No
Because it's a
way.
narration.
Can you imagine something that big?
The Harry Potter game was making me mad because they were like, you know, let's read from the book, but don't use your eyes and hands. That's for muggles. Use your wand. It's like a slower version of reading through a book than just looking at the words on a page. Or like, now pour the bottle in the cauldron, but don't use your hands. You got to use your
when you
wand.
think about
and it's
it,
slower and gimmicky.
A lot of
Cretaceous
like,
birds were quite
their
different to those
rules are
living
pretty
today.
like
made up on the
This
fly.
Alexornis had
She
a
made
body
shit up
like
on
a
the
fish.
fly.
You're on the
so it's
fly,
just-
Instead of
or-
a beak, it had
or
a
just
mouth
like
a
just
lizard.
really pretentious. It's
Yes.
like we get it.
Dinosaurs were
Okay,
similar in
you
size
got
to a
magic. Good
rhino
for
or
you.
elephant.
Yes.
Scientists think
We all
they
have to work
can't
for a
live
living.
I mean,
you
it's
got you go
great.
have fun in your
Adult
stupid
dinosaurs
magical
are
world.
taking
We got
close
real
Have
life
fun
shit
at your
to deal
boarding
with.
school. Well, it's just like in our real world with some of the tech industry stuff.
Patchy Rhino.
You're gonna be going to meetings in VR and going to, you know, the future of web pages for your business as a VR space, but that's just sluggish and slow compared to just doing shit with your hands. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know. It's just obviously
No, you're right.
that magic
We're
stuff's not real.
still animals. We should be just doing things in the physical space. Really, at the end of the day.
God, I love the VR stuff, but I get motion sick.
Its skull was
They said
enormous,
hentai
one of the
ceratops.
largest
Hentai
ever
ceratops.
Hentai
recorded in
ceratops.
any land
Because he's
animal.
got 5 horns, Devin. He's-
Satan.
He's horny in 5 ways.
He could be. See, that's why he's not in the Bible. They don't. They're
Let's see
scared.
what's on the
They're
next
scared of the
page.
Pentosaurus.
See what's on the next page, Devin.
Prehistoric plants.
Ooh.
Many
There's only
plants
12
were
pages
once
or 6 spreads in
absolutely
total, so-
Massive.
Yo,
Just like the dinosaurs
there was
that
probably
fed on them.
prehistoric weed.
Let's find out more.
Yeah.
Point the controller
And
at the
shrooms.
picture, and then
Probably
press
Dude,
the move
dinosaurs were probably tripping. Good for them. See, they had true freedom.
Yeah.
It's summer.
But true
and the
freedom
heat
is your
forcing
state of
all the
Texas,
big dinosaurs
telling
to
you what
trek to
gender you
cooler
are.
Regions. For the plants,
True.
though, this is
And
a
we have better
fantastic
freedom.
time to grow.
Real.
Wow, Wow, just look at this place. I
Loads
bet
to
there's
find
loads
here.
to find here.
So it says
Use
it's
your
summertime,
controller
so this
to
is
feel
perfect.
around. When you see the magnifying glass
I wonder if there'll be a
appear,
water
press the
level,
move
'cause
button to take a
In,
closer look.
if I'm not mistaken, the prehistoric or not prehistoric planet in Walking with Dinosaurs, it followed it kind of generally in order.
the
So it started
controller
with
as
like
fast as you
the
can.
water, the prehistoric water
Most prehistoric
animals
birds had
before we got to
reptilian
land.
jaws lined with small teeth.
Rise
Some
of
even
birds.
had claws at the end of their wings, which may have been used to
Right,
help
yeah,
them
because
climb.
there was those weird fish that decided I'd like
It-
to breathe.
these poor birds, by the way, like they really were on. It was them and reptiles were like, "Yo, we on
Hey,
top,"
that's
and then we
Patchy.
let these stupid
But where's
mammals
Juniper?
take the
She
upper
must be
hand
close by.
when the asteroids
Those
hit. And
two look like
now
they were
the
best
birds that are
friends.
left,
If you see her,
Granted-
shout out her name.
ravens and crows, I heard, like are the smartest birds,
Yeah.
but they don't have teeth like they just described. Like that'd be so cool. It's like, oh, my toucan has fucking dental
Oh, was I supposed to speak?
needs dental care. Oh,
Are you?
75 prehistoric plants.
Should we play this game again? If you want to quit out midway through, just hold that.
My
Prehistoric
completionist mentality has forced
plants.
me to
Summer,
restart
and the
this
heat is
section.
forcing all the big
though
dinosaurs to
I will
trek
go
to
back to
cooler
this later
regions. For the plants, though, this is a fantastic time to grow.
Look, you're
Wow,
interacting with
just
the
look at this
environment.
place. I bet there's
Sort of.
loads to find here. Use your controller to feel around.
I mean, it does
when
look pretty
you see
cool.
the magnifying glass appear,
Like the-
press the move button to take a closer
bouncing
look.
those trees.
Yeah, it's not nothing.
Wiggle the controller as fast as you can.
Most prehistoric birds had
I
reptilian
don't know
jaws
why.
lined with small
that, but-
teeth. Some
All
even
right.
had claws at the end of
Let's
their
pay
wings,
attention.
Yeah,
which
sorry.
may have been used to help
I'm the
them
one
climb.
that can't really hear it all that well, because if I turn up the TV, it gets picked up on the mic. I have to rely on the subtitles for this game.
Hey, that's Patchy. But where's Juniper? She must be
Shout out
close
her
by.
name.
Those
there.
two look like they were best friends.
Oh, I should have
If you
found a way
see
to have
her,
your mic
shout
be
out her name.
a speaker. Juniper!
Juniper.
There we go.
There she is.
For the Book of Spells game, they wanted you to enunciate the spell as you're learning the name. And I found out they just need to hear any noise. Like anything at all. But then, like, you know, how many kids might be like special needs that maybe
Oh,
can't speak very well? So just
It makes
let
sense.
it
It
work.
makes sense.
You know
Try
what I
and
mean?
Sneak up on him. She
'cause
doesn't look very happy, does
I have a
she?
feeling this can
Should we
detect
take
something.
a closer look at them?
Patchy needs all the food he can
As
get
far as
to grow
speech
big and
goes,
strong.
right?
Oh, Young Patchy, one of my favorite rappers right now.
But yeah, young Patchy. Remember Patchy the pirate from SpongeBob?
Yes.
Let's look at the other one.
Wasn't he
Juniper can't
SpongeBob's
stand
voice
the
actor
tougher
though?
Yeah.
plants,
Yeah.
so she prefers softer vegetation like
Y-
ferns.
Young Patchy and Young Juniper. Yo, they're like all the rage right now, guys. They're going on top of the billboards. One of them likes to eat eating ferns. Ferns.
Ah,
You like
Looks
that
like
grass, you
Luke's
know
come
what
for
I'm
dinner
saying?
too.
That devil
Should we take a
fern.
closer look at him?
Oak needs to eat a whopping 50 kilos of plants a day to keep up his strength. That's about the same
These
as
idiots also ate too
250
much. You know,
cabbages.
I'm not here to judge,
Let's see if
obviously.
we can find some
Can't.
food for the
But like these
family.
guys ate too much.
First,
Like no wonder
try to
they
find
went
a horse
extinct.
snail. Look
Who
carefully
needs
at
to
the
eat
Well, to be
250
fair, you know, they
cabbages?
didn't.
Then see if you can find it in the forest.
You know, they didn't throw anything away. They used everything resourcefully.
Now place it over its picture on the other page.
On its picture, yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, that's cool.
Horsetails were much bigger in the Cretaceous
I love a good,
period than they are today. Some
little
species
grid
grew
when you
to
scan
over
things.
100 feet tall.
Excellent. Now let's find a cycad plant. Can you see one in the forest?
Botanist.
I think it's botanist, but you know, go for it.
Can you see the burrow?
Botanist.
I wonder who lives down there. Shout as
I mean,
loudly
I was
as
speaking
you
the
can.
British way.
Ba, ba,
So.
ba,
It's an alphodon.
There.
Animals
I didn't
called
wanna miss
mammals
this, I'm
evolved
sorry.
alongside dinosaurs. Mammals were very different.
Why is it
as
telling me
they
to flip
used
the book
milk to
upside
feed
down?
their babies and
Or,
were
you know, turn around.
warm-blooded. They grew to outlive the dinosaurs and eventually came to
See, once
dominate
again,
life
they're
on
like,
Earth.
Look how cool it is that they outlived all of these guys. Oh, I never thought about this. I'm gonna look up. I gotta look up on YouTube because I listen to my soundscapes.
Looks like
I
that was the
wonder
wrong plant.
if there's any
Prehistoric
prehistoric.
sounds. Oh my god.
AK just like whatever they
Shout
use in
as
Dino
loud as
Crisis
you
2.
Everybody!
It's an
When you're running through the
alpha
jungle,
The first
Just hear a
mammals
distant
emerged
roar or
during the
whatever.
Triassic period,
Sure.
about the same
Some
time
bugs
as
flying by.
dinosaurs appeared.
Danger ensues.
The earliest mammals were tiny, shrew-like creatures, similar to the alphodon.
Oh, the world's all shaky.
an alphodon means there must be a betadon. You look that up. Betadon.
You need to keep the T button held down.
Didn't I do that?
Betadon dinosaur. There is not a betadon. They should work. They should do that.
Looks like that was the
There's a
wrong
Baja
plant.
Tonodon.
A Baja Tonga.
Oh, this can't be real. Oh, it's from the game Jurassic World Alive. Baja Tonodon. He has cool like spikes.
Cycads have been on the planet
Isn't that
for
the
an
thing with
amazing
these newer movies where they
280
just like
million
make
years.
up?
They grow dozens
monsters
of feet high, and
because
I mean, the
the
new one
T-Rex is
literally is
thousands
like a
years
mutant.
old.
It looks like a
Let's look
xenomorph.
for a phone.
So
Yeah.
If you find one, we'll have the whole set.
just look at the whole
Oh, I see.
set or something.
Ferns survive by growing where other plants
You found
can't,
a plant
on
you have
mountain ledges,
alive
dry
now.
desert rock faces,
These
even
exist
high up
already,
on
so-
trees.
No, they're
Ferns are
prehistoric
Juniper's
versions. They
favorite
evolved.
plant.
Yeah, but they didn't give it a
You
different name. They
identified
just call
all
it
the
fern.
plants.
I'm sure there's a name for it.
Where's she
Get it, turn
going?
back. They hit these.
Where's she going? Turn around. Oh,
Hey, that wasn't
Ooh.
very nice.
that
As
wasn't
with
nice.
rhinos
No.
today, the adults in the herd may have kept the young males from mixing with the females until they were older.
Damn, he's like, young buck, you ain't ready for these females yet.
Oh, poor Juniper.
So I'm gonna
She
I'm
only
gonna
wants
hit
someone to
you.
play with.
Damn.
And Oak obviously
that's
won't
toxic.
let Patchy join in. That's a bit unfair.
Toxic
Why don't we
masculinity,
cheer her up?
patriarchy.
Even back then.
That should do the trick.
We cheer her up. Why don't we feed her a bunch?
Gold! That means you found all the fact cards.
There you
Click on
go.
a picture to feed Juniper.
There you go. Get to feed him.
Yay! That's what I want. Hey,
Whoa!
This
I'm
is
over
awesome.
here
I'm sorry.
now.
This shit's cool.
Back in the forest.
I would say this is
There's
more interesting than the
Juniper.
Harry Potter
Let's
ones.
get her attention by
Oh.
calling her name. Just call out
Phyllis.
Juniper!
Phyllis, James, Juniper. Oh wow. Okay, it actually
Okay.
needed the name.
That worked!
It needed the name.
Now
Fine, fair
select a
enough.
plant with the controller.
This ain't made for
Then
kids.
hold
That's
down
why.
the
This,
T
this is
button to
for
pick some
real
leaves.
real adults.
Now wave it really hard so she can see it.
Not a plant. You could eat this on your own, but I'm holding it.
That's
Hey.
it. She's on her way.
That's
Aw,
a-
she's really
See, I mean, it looks
nervous.
pretty good
Try gently
with the three.
waving
Like,
it
You know
to
what?
make her
It's
come
not
closer.
bad.
And keep nice and quiet.
keep it nice and quiet.
PlayStation itself has gone into overdrive with its fan, so we will be taking a break in about 30 minutes. We can turn the AC down.
Was it say to hold it steady, or is it? I don't remember. Wait.
Now, hold it out towards her so she can eat.
Oh, this was a beautiful moment.
Let's get some more for her to eat. Oh, look, she's really calm around you now.
Yummy. Now that's a cool trophy.
Hold the plant out by Juniper's mouth.
A growing dinosaur needs all the food it can find to
that was
get
enough.
big and strong. After
After
her
a
healthy
healthy meal,
meal,
what unhealthy meal would
Juniper
she
is
eat?
more than ready for the long journey
McDonald's?
Well done. Juniper looks much happier now.
You keep eating
Maybe
that.
Oak will give her a second chance.
Eating those rocks.
Right. You keep going to Taco Bell, then you're.
A gold medal. Top work.
Damn, crushing it.
Top wall.
I didn't know there was
You're about
so
to be the
much
Michael
to learn
Phelps of
about
this
plants. Shall we see what's on the next page?
If you go too fast, it has to
life
catch
in the
up, but
herd.
if you're going
Prehistoric
slow
plant.
enough-
Life in the herd. Life in the herd
Life in the
means
herd.
safety in
That is
numbers,
the name of my
but
solo
it can
album.
also lead to quarrels. During mating season, young
Oh,
males
shit.
often fight
We're about to
prove
do
their
mating
strength to the
season.
females.
Great. Need your help. I don't know how
The
these
herd
dinosaurs
spends
mate.
most of the summer on the cooler
Lizards, you
floodplains.
know.
While the females graze, the males are
Pretty sure all of them laid eggs.
Trying to
bellowing
do
out mating calls.
reflections of the.
Listen to all
thing.
that roaring. What a racket. Let's take a look around.
Go look around. Smash. Smash.
Shake the controller.
Scientists believe that birds evolved directly from dinosaurs. In fact, they often refer to birds living today as modern dinosaurs.
Scientists believe? How about they know?
Oh, it says,
All right.
it says walking with dinosaurs.
We don't need
on
this
the-
this passive confidence, you know. That's how they win,
That
Ethan.
dinosaur looks lonely.
Be too
Right.
passive.
Let's see if we
Exactly.
can help him find
You
a
be too
girlfriend.
careful
when I say
with
so,
how
roar
you
like a dinosaur.
word
If one of
things
them roars back,
in order to
click
keep
on
every
her
door
quickly with your
open.
controller.
And this comes from someone who often
3,
does not use
2,
confident language.
Roar!
Jump.
Roar.
Said jump.
Did you see which of those 3 dinosaurs roared
Might
back?
as well jump.
Let's give it another go. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Roar!
Take your
Oh,
pants off.
yo.
Did you see which of those 3
chill.
dinosaurs roared back?
I know it's mating season, but can't be
Brilliant.
catcalling.
But he's
gotta
still
get him
not
ready. I
interested,
gotta get
is
him
he?
ready.
Let's give it another go. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Roar!
Pikachu.
Did you see
Oh, I love
which of
that
those
one.
3 dinosaurs roared back?
Yes.
He looks like he likes her. Well spotted.
Ooh.
I didn't realize this was the story about getting this dinosaur some action.
There's Patchy.
A few years have passed, and Patchy is now old enough to compete against the other males in the herd.
Patchy's now 18.
Patchy can buy cigarettes.
Let's shout out to help him find a mate. Roar!
Get laid. Yo. Roar. Yo. Patchy. Juniper. What do you want me to say?
Let's move on.
No, I don't want to.
Is that Juniper? She certainly
you-
looks interested in Patchy.
You are not a good wingman, I guess.
I'm not flipping the page back. We're not starting. The...
Juniper is older too. At 6 years, she's now a prize catch for the males.
Wonder how old they live then. Are they
Whoa.
like dogs?
Looks
It's like maybe
Patchy's got
12.
himself a rival. This guy
Yeah.
looks mean.
Oh, don't move, don't move. Is that...
A display of pure strength.
this guy
is
looks
a
mean.
message
He's just
How
knocking
tough
trees
that
down.
This dinosaur
at
isn't
this
a pushover.
Huh. Patchy can do better than that. I think it's time he sent this loser packing. Let's give Patchy a hand smashing up these trees. Shake the controller.
Oh, so we're cheating now.
Birds
They're-
today
they're
share
cheating.
many similarities with dinosaurs, most notably their feet, which are very similar in shape to their ancient ancestors.
Swipe up.
Sure.
Now the other tree.
Oh, it's like Russ now.
Swipe down.
I.
Brilliant.
I basically did that.
Through his
An
sheer
act of
strength,
God.
Patchy has driven his opponent away.
An active goddess
I mean, if that's
Patchy.
the case, I would just like pick up this little dude and just throw him away. Adult Patchy, you got the Adult Patchy trading card.
Put that in my Steam library, baby.
Good.
Pretty sure this music was in the documentary or in the show.
Oh, check it out. Don't they look sweet?
Where it's kind of
Well done.
quirky.
I'm sure they'll be really happy together.
They're gonna be so happy together. They're gonna get married. It'll be a big wedding.
They might.
Everyone in town's invited.
Silver. Looks like we only missed a few fact cards. You've unlocked a new quiz card.
I guess I'll go back and get that later.
Many animals use sound to scare off predators and mark out their territory.
Because I can platinum.
Okay,
all
Ethan,
this.
Studies of
lock
a
in.
dinosaur called Parasaurolophus have suggested that it blew air through its
Need your
skull
help.
like a giant trumpet. In the modern world, blue whales, howler monkeys, and even bullfrogs are all famous for making loud noises. But were any of these louder than Parasaurolophus?
Yeah, but do we really need to know?
We'll never know.
Like, not
Yes.
all
Yes,
information
which of these
is
animals
necessary
is the loudest?
information to learn,
Is
right?
it a blue whale, a howler
Blue
monkey,
whale would probably be pretty
bullfrog.
loud.
a tiger,
How big it's...
It's blue whale for sure. Because you could be hearing that shit out when you're in the submarine, you know?
It's certainly not a frog, and I don't think it'd be a tiger. The thing, like, is like a gotcha would be like the monkey maybe has some weird, like, supersonic, but it's probably
Just-
the whale just because of
That's
how...
No, it's definitely the whale,
big.
yeah.
a blue whale
Yeah.
can be heard underwater for hundreds of miles.
Not a fact call.
Patchy looked really happy with Juniper, but I bet that's not the last he's seen of his rival.
Right,
Let's
Devon.
take
Damn, you
a
gotta-
look and
you-
see what happens next.
We gotta defend. We gotta defend
Roaring
longer. You can't. It's not just a one-time
When
fight.
blood runs
Damn.
hot, simple rivalries can quickly turn to deadly conflict.
Uh-oh, that sounds like trouble.
Devon, you need to see the page better. I hold it
Yes.
up for...
I like the rolling leaves on it. Warring giants.
Though Patchy won their last battle, his rival hasn't
The
given
zoom
up.
out was kind of cool
He's
with you.
back.
Thumbs
And
up.
this time he means business. Patchy may not
Yo,
be
I remember
the
that
biggest
time you
dinosaur
stole
in the
that
herd,
that one
but he's
female
fast.
3 years ago.
He
I'm coming
knows
to-
how to hold his own in a fight.
I've been preparing. I've been working out all these 3 years. About to kick your ass.
Didn't like that,
My
did
god, it
he?
says quick time events. Horses
Let's
and
go.
guns on people. Alright, I'm holding
Wow. So
my
this.
thing.
So walking with dinosaurs literally did walk. So until dawn could run.
Sure.
Take that!
So the narrator has a bias here.
Oh, of course.
I mean, he has a horn. Do you have? I don't think you have a horn like that.
No. Sorry, Patchy. We're gonna be made of
Way to
pizza
go!
patches
You've
later.
bashed him back.
This horn. And we're gonna...
Push him into a tar pit or something.
That was always the threat in every Land Before Time thing, was the tar pit.
There's a big one in California I learned about recently in LA.
Scary, honestly. Like,
This guy I watch on
quicksand,
YouTube.
but like awful.
Yeah, you're kind of just stuck there, and then the bigger you are, the worse it is.
Wasn't it
so-
also hot?
Yeah.
But like,
Or what's worse is that like if predators came and started picking at your body.
Oh
Patchy
yeah,
may have
yeah.
won, but the fight has left
Man, there's a guy on
both tired
YouTube
and
called
distracted.
Milo,
Oh no, it's Gorgon.
or Milo, not Milo, Milo.
Gorgon
Yeah, is it
has
your
followed the
Milo
herd for
Yiannopoulos
many
or
days,
whatever?
waiting
No,
for the
no,
chance to
not that
strike.
guy.
Exhausted from his fight,
No, he
Patchy's
does like
rival makes an
like
easy meal.
30-minute like
Oh, no,
videos
that's
like
really
once a month
sad.
of different like
But at least Patchy got
archaeological subjects. But he did a tour of the tar pits, which is pretty cool.
away. Gold. You didn't
He also
get
does
a
videos
single
like
move
making fun
wrong.
of people who do like conspiracy
You've
theories
unlocked a
about
new
like
quiz
ancient
card.
cultures or anything like that.
Many
So he's putting in the good
dinosaurs were
work.
equipped with tusks, spines, and
Uh-oh,
bony
time
plates.
for the quiz.
We used to think these
You
evolved
like my
for
dinosaur
defense,
gun?
but in many cases, scientists now believe they were used for
Just like
display
Regina's.
or for use in
Yep.
sparring rituals with dinosaurs of their own kind. We can see
Alright,
such
here's our
behavior
quiz.
in many creatures
If we
today,
angle it
from
like this,
deer
we'll get
through to
find
giraffes.
the answers.
Can you guess which
Back
creature
here.
has the strongest headbutt?
We can literally look at it backwards.
A goat?
Which creature has the strongest headbutt? A goat?
A
That'd be
deer?
pretty strong.
A horse?
Deer.
A bat?
Mike
horse,
Tyson. Oh,
bat.
just because you're like a professional boxer. Logan Paul.
It's between
What?
these two. It's probably the goat, right?
Yeah, because they're the only ones I know that would headbutt. I don't. Well, the deers, they do also clash.
They're all just
Horses
also
definitely
bigger.
don't charge. I think a goat, though, I think it has like more pack to its punch. Let's go goat.
If
I mean, the
this is
greatest of
wrong,
all time for a reason.
If you know what, can't argue with
Goats
that.
will
Well,
headbutt
it was wrong because
anything,
it's fucking
even
deer.
humans. But they're not the strongest.
Really? I always thought they like the
That's
goats were
right.
made more to
Deer
be
are the
like
strongest
running
of
their
all.
heads into shit.
Yeah, but those fuckers eat like metal cans.
I knew we
Which is
hadn't
cool.
seen the last of Gorgon. That was pretty
Makes 'em tough.
scary.
It's like eating a bowl of nails without any milk, you know?
Our last page in the book,
Life
but they're
on the
probably gonna have us
floodplain.
close the book and reopen
Patchy
it to
has
another
earned
chapter.
his place in the herd, but the floodplain
Life
is
on
no
the
longer
floodplain.
safe. It's time
Play
for
the
the dinosaurs
floodplain?
to move on.
Oh, this is where the
Begin
arc
their
comes
long
in.
trek
Okay, this makes
inland.
sense.
Right,
Use the
right,
controls.
right.
Full circle.
Welcome to the quiz. Okay.
What is this dinosaur called?
Uh,
Spinosaurus?
No.
Edmontosaurus?
Maybe.
Gorgosaurus?
Gorgosaurus.
Dorcosaurus?
Excuse me. Don't call me that. Gorgosaurus.
Sure.
Fucking it. Yes.
Sure, it's not this one.
I still have the tab open. See, Edmontosaurus is trying to be a
When
little.
did Pachyrhinosaurus
They're like, oh, they
live?
mentioned.
Was it the Cretaceous period? The Jurassic
Mm.
period? The Age of Caveman? The Golden Age?
Like,
I think it's the Cretaceous. I think they said.
Yes! Can you remember what Juniper liked to eat? Was it ferns? Dinosaurs? Horsetails? Bacon?
I mean, she hates cops, so it was ferns, right?
Yes. Yes.
You got it! Which dinosaur
W.
does this roar belong to? Is it
Gurney,
Oh,
to
God.
answer this one.
Gorgosaurus, Pachyrhinosaurus, Edmontosaurus, Spinosaurus?
Well, considering we didn't see this guy at all,
I think it's the third one. Edmontosaurus.
yeah.
Nah.
Okay, then it's Packy then. I literally it was a deep sound,
this
so I don't
one?
know. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Scientists think that dinosaurs may have used their horns and armor for which new function? Is it digging, regulating heat, display, carrying things?
Yeah,
That'd be
they
cool.
were Death Stranding.
I missed it when they said this. I feel like I actually did hear regulating heat before, but I think the answer is display. I think that makes
You're
the most
right.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Regulating
I guess
heat
what
would
they
be
think the
interesting.
Spinosaurus's spine is for is regulating like temperature.
Did we pass our
Well
mandatory
done, you
work
finished the
training?
quiz. Excellent.
80%.
Silver.
80's
Close the book
passing.
and turn back to the front
80's
cover.
get degrees.
Please close the book.
Let's count up your fact cards.
Okay, there was like 7 of these. I think.
Look at all the fact
Oh,
cards
right.
you won.
We're not going to get through the whole game
Fantastic.
today.
A silver chapter medal.
Wow.
I have to
And
replay
look,
them.
you've unlocked the next
Oh, 5.
chapter.
Okay. Oh, here's your long necks. Is this gonna be Diplodocus or whatever, or Diplodocus, whatever it's called?
Point the controller at the new
Diplo
picture,
something.
then press the move
Look it up.
button.
New picture. This is the
The
same one.
Great Exodus.
Oh, there's a part B.
There's a
Point the
part
controller
2.
at the
Me.
new picture,
Oh, we're gonna
then
play the
press
same
move button.
time frame, but it's gonna be the
Just
From the
hold
bad
down
guy's
Gorgosaurus.
perspective.
and then
the
press
bad guy's
move
perspective, and then you
button.
feel bad for him
Let's
at the
see
end
what's over the page.
because you're like, I kind of see where he came from.
Right.
Dangerous crossings.
Diplod.
Predators
Duh.
are not the only
Yep.
danger facing
Why
a
am I not gonna
migrating
say this?
herd. Sometimes the landscape itself presents its own perils.
Uh-oh. This doesn't sound good.
Diplodocus.
You need to
Diplodocus.
find all the
Yeah,
hidden
that's how you
creatures
say it,
shown in the
Diplodocus.
picture.
It's
Use
been a
your
while.
controller to select a
So
picture.
this is making me
and then
brush up
press
on
the
my
move
dinosaur
button to look
facts.
inside. Look, they're trying to cross the
I will
river.
say this, having only
Wonder if
played,
Patch
you
is
know,
about.
the amount that we've
Let's
done
see if
so
we can
far,
find him.
this is the more fun and interesting of the 4 Wonderbook games. The 2 Harry Potter ones were very gimmicky and just boring to me.
There
The
he is.
Diggs Nightcrawler game was neat, but that's
Many
definitely
dinosaurs
like
get
for
separated
kids.
in the crush
Not
across
just a
the
story
river.
that you're kind of
For
just
the infants,
watching
it can be
and then you have some
particularly
interaction
dangerous.
with. So this is at least got stuff going on.
I think Patchy's looking for
I was just like
someone.
the.
See if
Oh, we
you
gotta
can
look.
help
We
him
gotta
find
look
the baby
for
dinosaur.
the baby dinosaur.
The young orphan, Willow,
There it
is
is, take up your
separated from the
sniper
herd
shot.
and in grave danger.
Kill the children.
Poor thing. I hope
Make
Patchy
sure that
takes
this
good
community
care of her.
not thirst.
Oh shit! Oh my
Poorly
god!
timed joke on my
What
part, I
was
guess.
that?
Dinosaurs, the Lord of the River. A deadly crocodile.
Yo, Lord of
big
the
enough to
River.
Take down a fully grown dinosaur.
That would be a great
Oh,
name
that's
to have like
terrible.
a Dark Souls
Quick,
boss be.
look out for more attacks.
I guess you could just use that name. Did you just fight as a big croc?
Oh no, he doesn't stand a chance.
Yo, this crocodile's taking out like 3 at a time. This is crazy.
Nice.
He's just.
He's a hungry boy.
Oh, how sad.
I mean, he's got to eat too.
I mean, the original Along with Dinosaurs did have some pretty like yeah, this is how life was, like kind of moments where I was like, yep.
even, Planet Earth, like they got things eating each other in there, or at least about.
I mean, like I talked about earlier, I got really sad about the like dinosaurs. I still get really sad about dinosaurs dying. The last episode is basically like the asteroid hitting and just like you've been following a T-Rex like all episode, and they're just like, yeah, now he dies. It's like cool.
Phew, I think they've gone. Let's see if Patchy and Willow
Patchy
are okay.
Willow, and I hope the crocodile eats.
Can you see Juniper? There's Juniper.
Patchy knows he has to move fast. With Willow close by, he risks the deadly crossing.
This is some classic Wii Remote first-person shooter. You look around by aiming towards the edges of your screen.
Oh, good. Juniper's safely on the other side.
I thought this
No,
was
I
gonna
can't
be a.
watch.
Oh, to your right, to your right. Where'd he go? Yeah, like he went. Did he go under? He was going that way.
Yes.
Hasn't popped up yet.
Patchy and Willow made it across.
How am I supposed to know which of these guys is which? Okay. There
that
we go.
cool?
Yo.
Let's hope he stays
He's like,
up there.
hey. Let's hope he stays up there. Do you want him to starve?
With the
Huh?
river
What is he
behind
also
them,
supposed to do?
The herd moves once more to the safety of the floodplain.
See, they're biased.
Great.
I know.
Let's see what we've unlocked.
Why can't journalists just be neutral?
Gold,
You
fantastic.
see just massacre.
It's
happening.
fake news.
You've unlocked some fact cards.
Got some fact card, Devon.
Willow's
yeah.
father was Oak. He
Got
died
Willow.
last season.
Everyone loves.
Dinosaurs
Damn,
measured up
he
to
just like
12 meters
he
long,
died last
more than
season.
twice
All right,
the
cool.
size of the largest American animal. Gorgosaurus is an apex predator, a
Fierce
hunter living at the very top of the food. Patchy is now the strongest
Patchy,
male in
the
the herd,
leader.
making him a great
Dog's
contender
gotta be
for
at
herd
least a
leader.
rare or ultra.
Patchy
Can't
is now the
common like
strongest
that.
male in the herd, making him a
not.
great contender.
This
Patchy and
correctly.
Juniper are now a couple, and will soon have children of their own. Taking care of Willow is useful practice for when they become parents.
That's everything. Let's see what's on the next page.
Yeah, the tracking on it's not bad.
It's going at a clean 30 FPS
Pachyrhinosaurus.
right now.
It's
But
a
I will
big
say
name
that
for
the
a
other games
big
were like
dinosaur,
dipping into the
and it
teens.
means thick
and
nosed
screen
lizard.
tearing like crazy.
It looks pretty
Chance to look
consistent
inside
so
a
far. That's
dinosaur.
what I've been impressed about the most.
You definitely
that
joined
BBC
in the
budget,
better
dude.
one. I doubt this BBC had anything
Patchy.
to do with this other
Your
than
controller is
license.
now an X-ray.
And then maybe
Use it to
someone
look inside
looked
the
it over.
dinosaur's body.
Uh,
You're looking for golden bones and organs. When you see one, wave your X-ray over it to scan it. You need to scan all of the golden bones and organs.
you know, the
Are you
golden
ready?
Bones and
So
or
let's X-ray.
femur.
Pachyrhinosaurus
high.
was 4
The hips
times
are pretty
the weight
high
of
on
a
this
car.
thing.
Despite its short legs, it could really move.
Just that's an observation.
Hips don't lie, Ethan.
Plant
stomach.
seeds would pass through the dinosaurs that ate them and end up in their
Right.
droppings. This helped
Red
different plants
seeds,
to
yeah.
grow
All
and
animals do
spread
that.
to new areas.
We don't.
I mean,
Tongue?
we're
It had a
supposed to.
very strong beak that could
That's the whole idea of
uproot and
fruit,
shred even
right?
the toughest plants.
When it's like, oh, these guys are gonna eat these my seed pods and then shit my fertilized seeds all over the place. Gotta
His
be.
head.
The large frill on its head was probably used for display. It definitely makes...
See ya.
What was he supposed to be standing on? Some like
Gold!
X-ray
That's
machine.
brilliant. That was fun. Should we see what's next?
That was based. Let's see what's next.
Prehistoric weather. The Cretaceous period was much warmer and wetter than today, so summers were hot and humid, and winters stormy and wet.
going into this page
oh,
right
looks like we're
here.
gonna get wet.
We're going right
Click on the
here,
picture
guys.
to start
Let's get
playing the
wet.
game.
That bread. Yeah, that was low frame.
Oh,
rate.
okay. This is my
Synchronizing.
this is my kind of
Breaks
vibe
over
right
the
here.
floodplain.
Little
With
swamp.
little shelter available, the migrating herd of Pachyrhinosaurus must simply tough it out.
There's Willow. She doesn't look very happy. I think this may be her first big storm.
Oh, is Willow supposed to be
Should we take a
these
look
two
around?
dinosaurs' kid?
No, it's like adopted kid. Sounded like because they said they want to have kids of their own earlier.
Drowning was a fate that awaited many dinosaurs
Jesus.
on the floodplain. Willow
Nice.
must tread carefully, or she'll
Yeah,
end
it
up
happened to
trapped
Eric.
beneath layers of deadly sucking mud.
You know, they say
Rip Eric.
dinosaurs were the ones to invent rope.
Swipe down.
Yeah,
Mammals flourished once the dinosaurs died out.
Oh, God.
Expanding to dominate almost
It
every
looks a little
environment,
scary.
including the seas. The largest animal living on Earth today, the blue whale, is in fact a mammal.
Brilliant. I knew it. She's stuck. I bet Juniper is nearby. Maybe she can help. Swipe up.
I think it was.
Primates are one of the more
think he was
recent
trolling,
mammal
but
species, and include
There was a
monkeys,
time when my
lemurs,
brother
chimps,
randomly
and
messaged me
people
like
you
saying
and
that
me.
sharks aren't
We've certainly
fish.
come a long way
because
since the days of
whales
Alpha.
being mammals, and I feel like maybe people don't know
Right.
that. But he was trying.
Call
I was like, I never heard anyone not argue a
Juniper!
shark is a fish.
Juniper.
Look,
If I say your
it's
name.
Juniper.
Oh wait, no, that's this one.
She's trying to get her out. Let's
Oh,
give
no,
her
this
a
is
hand.
sad. I don't like this.
Push it.
Shake the controller. That's it.
Oof. Toss them.
Make sure that you are aware of what's going on.
Ethan, if you ever get
What's
stuck
she
in
off
mud,
to?
I'm willing
She's
to like
chasing Alpha Dog.
throw you out of the mud.
You mud wrestle afterwards? When it's
Whoa,
shallow?
look out!
Yeah.
Oh, now that tree's
David
in
can
the way.
officiate for the rules.
Let's help
It must be
Juniper
shit
shake it
timing to
out
be
of
like,
the
wow, I
way.
got my friend out of the mud and then I get hit by a tree.
Sounds like you live in a wrong part of
Swipe left.
town, guys.
Yeah, do you think they, instead of crime, they're like, Mother Nature was like, oh, Mother Nature should be bad out there. We can't trust that area.
Yeah, certain dinosaurs are afraid of cities.
She
Those
can't
damn
live it on
wetlands,
her
man. I
own.
can't trust anything
We
that
need
happens
more
there.
Muscle.
Do not go there after 2 o'clock at night, okay? Once that sun sets in the wetlands, you don't go over there.
Let's call out for Patchy like this. Patchy!
Patchy the pirate.
Oh, it's Patchy. He should be able to help.
Who did the voice acting, the narration for this?
I can't
Let's
really
see
hear
if
it.
they
so-
can
This is
weave it together.
because there's 2 narrators so far. This is the woman voice. Walking with Dinosaurs,
Swipe left.
Wonderbook, voice actors.
They
I'm sure you
did
can
it.
just IMDb the game.
Let's see.
What was that? I think there's something nasty out there. Have a look around for some clues. Look down low on the ground. I think I can see something in the mud. Swipe up. Uh-oh. That's Gorgon's footprint. He
Emma
must be
Tate.
nearby.
Spell that?
Emma Tate.
Swipe up.
EMMATATE.
Oh.
Oh,
Relate-
from
related to
known
Andrew
for
Tate.
Hellboy
It's too small for
2019.
Gorgon, but it definitely
Oh.
belongs to a predator. Try turning the book around.
Turn the book to
She
look.
like a.
Okay.
She doesn't have an IMDb picture though. Maybe she's
Not every
strictly a
actor
voice
does.
actor. Red Riding Hood 2011. Wait, isn't that the? Oh
Swipe
no,
up.
never mind. What was
There's
the?
another Gorgosaurus.
No, it wasn't
That means
Pixar, but what was the
Gorgon's not
animated
alone.
Gorgon is well
fairy
fed, but
tale
for the younger members of his
movie
pack,
that was actually kind of
this is a
good?
perfect
Hoodwinked?
opportunity to strike.
Hoodwinked,
Or
yeah.
Shrek.
Well, I guess.
It's Gorgon.
Nothing is funnier to
He's
me
brought
than that.
company.
There's a lot of things funnier to me,
no,
but
what
saying
will
this anyway,
happen to Patchy?
hyperbole aside.
Rotate the book so
That
it's facing the right way.
Jeopardy question about fairy tale
that
thing,
means
and
you
someone
found
said
all the
Shrek.
fact
Not like
cards.
fairy tale movie,
You've unlocked
but
two new
like
quiz
what
cards.
fairy tale was this? And the person
Yeah.
said Shrek.
Weather systems have altered dramatically throughout the
Quiz
lifespan
time.
of
Hope
our
you were-
planet,
hope you were
and are
prepping at
still
home.
changing today.
Can you remember what the weather was like during the Cretaceous? Was it
Changed. What do you mean?
warmer,
Oh,
Warmer.
cooler, the same as today? Nobody
Do you
knows.
consider temperature to be weather? Just in these terms here. Right? If I say what was the weather like, is your first thought the climate?
That's right. It was warmer.
I mean,
No.
rainy. I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Warm and wet. That's how we like it. That's how we like it. I actually do miss humidity. Here it's too dry.
Really? I mean, you don't want.
Bryn always complains about humidity, like every time we
Those
go back, and I'm like,
Gorgosaurus
no,
looked
I'd
really
actually
weird.
rather it be
Let's
like
turn the page and see what
60%
happens
humidity.
next. That's
Maybe it's the
everything.
lizard in me.
Let's see what's on the next page.
I think I would
Gorgosaurus.
agree, because I think I would
This
hate it
dinosaur's
being
name
dry
means
more.
fierce lizard, and it certainly lived up to
Because it's
it.
not like it's going to stop me from
Cool.
sweating.
We get to
know
X-ray
what I
another
mean?
dinosaur.
Bryn always said,
So-
oh, she sweats more in the humidity. I'm like, no, I think you just feel like you do because it's humid.
He heard you.
She did.
Didn't like
Her
that.
sneezing. She yells like a banshee.
It's Gorgon.
Alright, get out of your way.
This guy's sick.
Mac.
These ferocious fangs
That's
were
in his tail.
jagged like saws for
Oh, you
I-
found one so
By
quick.
accident.
I
I didn't
was
even-
moving
I didn't even-
one
the thing.
Gorgosaurus tooth lodged.
I thought it was his hip.
Well, clearly
My
these
legs.
are legs. My leg.
My pointed
Gorgosaurus
legs.
was 2/3 the size of Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Fast and
but quicker
furious.
on
Wait,
his feet,
really?
Easily hitting
Oh,
speeds
only
of over
2/3 the
25
size. I thought it
miles
says
an hour.
2/3
That's
bigger.
faster than
I
a
was like, holy
champion
shit.
sprinter.
Yeah, Usain Bolt. Got him. Too slow.
Hey there, my name is Gorgie. I am a dinosaur.
Big Gorg.
Oh, it didn't like.
Gorgosaurus.
Oh, are you kidding me? Fine, we don't get to have
Should we
fun.
play
No
this game
experimenting.
Not have fun. That was you go trying to do goofy
Yes,
things.
exactly. I'm having fun with the
Gorgon.
interactive thing in front of me. And it didn't like that.
Oh, the voice actor was in His Dark Materials, the TV show, for 2 episodes
These
as
ferocious
Harpy.
fangs were jagged like
Oh, okay.
saws for carving into flesh.
I watched
We
only the
found the
first season
tip
of that.
of
I read
one
the books. I
Gorgosaurus
like the
tooth
books a lot.
She's
lodged in
known
the
mostly
jawbone
for
of another,
as
suggesting
Milo,
that they may have
the
even
mom
eaten each
from
other.
Milo. I guess it looks like a British kids show. And Total War Warhammer.
Gorgosaurus was 2/3 the size of Tyrannosaurus Rex, but quicker. Like many
Demon
hunters,
Souls.
it had amazing
Executioner
vision and was
Meralda.
excellent at
I know
spotting
exactly who that
movement.
is.
That's kind of cool.
Does not talk really. So. very
2020 it says.
Its long
Shaun the
tail balanced
Sheep.
out the massive skull, so all
That, like
its weight.
Kojima's like favorite thing ever.
Yeah, I think so. I do like Shaun the Sheep. She was female protagonist number
That's
3
everything.
in Bloodborne. Okay, so she's a Souls
Gold,
actor.
Well, well,
Gorgosaurus was
I don't know if this
deadly.
is mean
I hope
sounding to
Patchy's
say,
okay.
but
Should we find
From
out?
Software really does like
Just
their
turn the
weird
page to
sounding
move on.
British people to as their NPCs and whatnot.
Deadly conflicts. When a predator threatened the
Deadly
herd, it was
conflicts.
often kill or be killed.
This is it.
It just shows
Looks
like a picture of the
Gorgon's
United
pack
States.
is back. Click on the picture to start playing the game.
There's a deadly conflict. The main dinosaurs are fighting.
This Gorgosaurus
No one
is
knows what the
ready
fuck
for
they're
the kill.
doing.
Patchy is the only
Well, he's
thing
serious
standing
'cause he
between
swore.
him and his next meal.
I think it's time to teach this Gorgosaurus a lesson.
I don't want to teach it a lesson. I want you to eat him.
Didn't like that, did he?
Homie needs to eat too. Sorry,
Shit,
you
this is
were
a boss
born
fight.
as prey.
Take that! You've got him! Way to go! You bashed him back!
This is so like obviously meant for kids, you know, to just succeed. But it's just funny. Like
Young adults.
this was the era where there were QuickTime events in a lot of video games. You know what I mean? And like in something like Until Dawn, it makes more sense because it's not really meant to be something you're guaranteed to succeed. They want you to fail some things, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm pretty sure the part where it's like put your controller down, or no, not put it down. I put it down. But part that's like don't move it. I set it down and I still failed. You know what I mean? Because like they want
Patchy has
it to be
beaten
that
the
sensitive.
Gorgosaurus back.
They wanna. So it's just
The
funny to
elders
see
rallied to
that
his
in this
side, and
this
for now,
is doing that
the
stuff.
herd is safe.
Pretty
Patchy's
epic there.
triumphant. The hero of the herd.
Bro, you know Patchy tells everyone around the campfire this story. He's like, bro, you should have been there. The lightning, the rain was coming down. I beat his ass back.
But it's been 8 years and they're all old and he still keeps telling the same story.
Yeah.
Like, buddy, we get
You
it.
get a single
Anything you do
wrong.
for me lately, like,
You
you
did
know.
it! You've unlocked a brand new quiz.
And then,
For as long
and
as there's
then
been
he's like,
life
well,
on
we did
Earth,
show
there
up
have
there
been
in case something
predators.
happened. Like
And
we
the
were,
bigger the prey,
you
the
know,
bigger
like
the predator.
he probably left
Which
because
of
we all
these
showed up
modern-day
at the end. You know, there's
predators
people
do
who
you
believe
think
that.
is the
Like,
biggest? Is
Sure,
it
yeah.
he's like, no, you guys came way late.
Which of these modern day predators do you think is the
Crocodile,
biggest?
a great white
Killer
shark,
whale,
a
right?
hippopotamus,
Yeah, killer whale.
How big is a killer whale? Is it bigger than a hippo?
It's bigger than a shark, I think.
that's right.
They
the
like
killer whale is
A.
the biggest.
Answer A. Most of these have been, I feel like, A.
In our
Patchy
in our
made it. He was so
last
brave.
4th of July gauntlet, I think
That's
there was
everything.
one of them where I
Let's see
did
what's on the next
no
page.
C's. Because I thought you guys would guess C a lot, and you might
After the
guessing C
storm,
correctly
Patchy
many
and
times, and the
Juniper
ones
have
that
come a
wasn't
long
that one,
way
but there
from
was
the
one
young
where it was never
dinosaurs we
C.
saw in the forest.
Oh, okay.
Their world
Just
may
for the
be
sake of
dangerous,
randomness.
but they have learned to rise to its.
Time to test your knowledge, Devon. This is a test for
I'm ready.
you more
What
so than for
animal
me.
is Dinosuchus similar to? Is it a snake, a Tyrannosaurus rex, a crocodile, a rabbit?
Crocodile.
Damn. Don't think it's rabbit.
Crocodile.
You're right. What does the
Yeah.
name Pachyrhinosaurus mean? Is it
Oh fuck.
thick-nosed lizard, small-nosed lizard, runny-nosed lizard, red-nosed reindeer?
Well, it's not the
Oh,
last two.
I think it's thick nosed.
Damn, girl, you got that patchy rhinoceros ass.
Yes. Which creature is
Trying to,
roaring
like-
here? Is it
It is hot in here.
Gorgosaurus,
Well, it's the Cretaceous period. That's why.
Alexornis, Pachyrhinosaurus.
Yeah, it's. Did you know it's hot and wetter
Diplodocus.
in the Cretaceous period?
Oh.
Yeah, but you didn't know
which
that.
of these is the
Got
roar?
him.
Which of these is the roar?
I didn't hear a roar. Can they repeat it? I'm gonna guess it's the Gorosaurus or the Gorgosaurus. Yeah,
You got it.
just
Why
by
did Gorgosaurus have such
me
a
being
good
smart
tail?
because the other one
Was
we
it
didn't see the other
for
two.
digging
Sure.
in the ground, for hitting other dinosaurs, to
For hitting
balance
on
his
other
big
dinosaurs.
head, swinging through trees.
Yep, it's to swing through the tree.
To balance his big head.
Excellent.
That's why I have
Why
a tail.
would the Gorgosaurus target the weakest dinosaurs?
I
Was
heard
it
some people grow
to
tails.
preserve energy, because they taste better, because they're
Like
easier
Goku.
to digest, to scare the others.
Yeah, and then he had his tail cut off.
So rude.
Well, it would have turned him into a giant monkey when the full moon was out. When his son does that,
Because
Goku's
they
not
taste-
around, Piccolo just blows up the moon. Why would the Gorgosaurus target the weakest dinosaurs?
I feel like it's easier to digest. This feels like a weird trick question.
'Cause
Like
it-
I know it's
it's-
not
it
taste
can
better or
be-
scaring.
It'd be A and C.
Because yeah, I guess if you're like looking at it from an evolutionary standpoint, yeah, a bigger animal wants to preserve energy, but also, yeah, why would he be eating something like 3 times his size? But I guess he's a carnivore, so I guess it doesn't.
I'm gonna say it's A.
You're right.
Yeah,
Because you could have some pretty tough and chewy small dinosaurs, right?
like
Well
a
done.
porcupine, like a Sonic the
Colours.
Hedgehog,
Gold,
Right,
fantastic.
right. Gold, fantastic.
Dino DNA.
Exodus exercise.
Patchy and Juniper
Sick,
have come a
dude.
long way from the young dinosaurs we saw in the forest.
Exodus.
Their world may be dangerous, but they have learned to rise to its challenges together.
Ace student.
They're a really good team. And soon I bet they'll have a family all of their own.
They keep talking about this. They keep saying, "Oh, they're gonna have a family one day."
That
Close
day's
the
not
book and
today.
turn back to the front cover.
Please, close the book. Please, close the book.
Please close the frickin' book.
Let's count up your fact cards.
Yeah.
There we go.
Heck of a-
Look at all the fact cards you won. That's a goal. You owned that chapter.
See, next one,
The largest
Diplodocus.
dinosaurs ever discovered have been
Oh, yeah.
uncovered in South America.
Argentina is where all the big guys are.
And look, you've unlocked a new chapter.
I have to go back because I missed a thing there. Why don't we take a break, Devin, for like maybe
Oh, yeah.
10 minutes or so? I need to cool down this PlayStation 3.
Point the controller at the new
And use the
picture,
restroom.
then
You gotta
press
preserve
the
energy.
button.
You gotta preserve energy.
Honestly, yes. So I will be right back. Give us like 10 minutes. BRB. All right, and we are back. Make sure I am kind of generally speaking back to where I was.
Point the controller at the new
All
picture.
right, I
then
say we
press
do
the move
one
button.
more of these chapters. We'll do chapter 2 here into completion, and I think that'll be our
Point
look
the
at
controller
this
the new
game.
picture, Then press the move
Hell
button.
yeah! I just realized it looks like they're all plant eaters.
Point the
So I
controller
guess
at the new
they
picture,
made
then press the
Boo.
move
the meat
button.
eaters
Bad guys.
fully the bad guys. Yeah. Meet the movie stars. Oh, we gotta check that out afterwards.
Point the
Yeah, let's
controller at the
remember
new
that.
picture, then press the move button.
Yeah.
March of the Titans.
There's only 10 cards in this first one. Maybe this first half is shorter than the other.
Point the controller at the new picture, then press
Please,
the
open
move
the
button.
book.
Let's see what's over the page.
Open this book.
Diplodocus, I believe, is what this one's gonna be. It's my guess. He's the big long neck.
Birth of a giant. We're now going to look at the
One of the-
true
one of the
giants
long
of
neck
the
ones.
prehistoric age. But
Birth
even the
of
most
a
enormous
giant.
dinosaurs could have some of the world's greatest fossils have been uncovered in
Oh, you
Patagonia,
know what's gonna happen
a
now,
region
Devin.
on the
Patagonia?
southernmost tip of South America.
Oh my god, the
There's a
clothing
fossil buried
brand?
inside that rock. Let's get digging. Smash
I
all that
wanna
rock
look at
away
this.
with your hammer until you reach the next layer. Press the move button to switch
got
to the
the-
hammer.
The yellow paint to tell gamers where to go.
it's like Ark Survival vibes, you know, futuristic, but still prehistoric.
That's it.
Yeah, when are we playing
Cracking
Ark?
stuff.
I don't
Good
know.
work. Keep it up.
When they want to sponsor the show, maybe.
Nearly there.
Like how realistic these rocks are disappearing. I just smacked the microphone. Sorry. You don't know how many times I've done that over the past 3 days, 4 days.
Okay, good. Now use your brush
Like,
to sweep the dirt
shake
away.
up the potion, and I'm just smacking into the microphone like an idiot.
Oh, speaking
Use
of
the brush to
your
sweep away
microphone
all that
arm, is
dirt.
that only for the blue
Try holding
Yeti,
the
or is it
brush
for
so it's
any
pointing
microphone?
down
It's
right
for
over the
anyone. It's a universal mount. I got it
I might
because
have to hit you up on what it was called if it's worked for you.
What I like
Seems like it has.
about this, I don't know if it really pops up on the thing very well, but because it is a little bit wider, it's a little bit thicker, but you can hide the cable in the arm itself a little bit better. So I like that, but
Try
this
holding the
is
brush
an
so it's
arm
pointing down right
inside
over the
baseball
book.
talk here. This is an arm that's meant for like a boom type mic setup, and I use it like one of those horizontal swivel ones. So like I'm not really using it correctly, but I do like it. I would look when I want to get a new microphone. I want to get one of those types of arms. Still keep this one, but for the setup itself. All right, I gotta.
Excellent.
Yeah, I got a new
That's it.
desk that I need to build.
Nice sweeping action. Keep it
right.
up.
Folks, big news. You know, just like the
Keep going. It's
dinosaurs,
starting to show
their time
through.
came and went. This
Wow, those
is
look
the
like
last
pieces of an
ever
egg, but it's all
stream of
broken.
any sort.
Let's try to
in
put
this
it back
room.
Right,
together
that's
again.
right with the green.
It even matches the dinosaur things, you know, Orlando Bloom and that green.
Press
Sure.
the
But
button to switch
me and
to the
Orlando
buttons. Okay,
are moving
let's
out.
Get to work.
So this
Brilliant.
this
Now put that
background
piece of eggshell back where it belongs.
is gone. The new background will be like
Well done.
I thought it was gonna be more orange, but
That's
it looks
it.
a little bit more
Now,
yellow,
where do you think it fits?
almost like a school bus a little bit. So that'll be the new background color. And then I got
Great. Now let's find the right.
made
place to
another
put it.
wall like it's called kettle black, so it's not like a true black. It's like almost like a
Almost there.
bluish gray.
Careful. It's quite delicate.
We've rebuilt these eggs. Now they can hatch. This is how it works.
Wow, look at them.
That's how babies are
These the
made.
eggs of an
I'm interested to
Argentinosaurus,
see what the setup
and
is.
they're roughly the size of
Argentinosaurus.
coconuts.
Maybe we'll debut
A
our new
small start
podcast,
for a prehistoric
and with
giant.
that setup is it'll be the first
I
way.
think we should give
First,
these eggs
first
a
Why
time
not?
people see it.
Press the move button to switch to the hammer.
Dog.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Use your hammer to crack open the shells.
Dude.
Crack open the shells with your hammer.
Did you?
It just says press the button to swap tools, and it wants me to hit these.
That's it. Give it
You
a
know, you
good
just put
whack.
the eggs back together.
There it is. Can you see it?
No, they're
Look,
birthing
it's
though.
Wonderful.
Is it still birth?
Aren't they sweet?
Do you hatch out of an egg?
Another.
Do you still
This
call
is
it birth?
Storm,
Or
a male
just call it hatching.
Argentinosaurus.
I guess you would.
He only weighs 2 kilograms.
Well, we use the
and he's
term
only
live
30
birth.
centimeters long,
So
about the
maybe
size
Yeah.
of a
birth in
small
general
cat.
is just.
But when he's fully grown,
As opposed
he'll be
to
as big
not
as
a live
jumbo
birth.
jet and 3 times as heavy.
But how will he grow to be so
Not as heavy
huge?
as his
Guess
hammer.
we'll find out.
It is actually like wild to be like. I mean, I guess we grow pretty big, but like
Yeah.
they're like the size of a coconut. They said to grow to that to just like
You got
fucking
gold.
like a skyscraper.
Right.
Is...
Right.
You've unlocked a brand new.
And also, why stop there? You know, if I'm the cells, I'd be like, no, we go and we go to the fucking moon.
Hundreds of thousands of years.
Yeah, they were into
stretched
crypto
for
back
15
then.
kilometers and would have contained
How large can we
tens
go?
of thousands of eggs.
Well, like a lot of plants are that way.
Wow.
They'll grow as big as they
Which
can.
animal living today
Yeah.
lays the most eggs?
Some of those
Is it
those trees near
a
woods there.
chicken,
Or which animal living today lays the most
an
eggs?
ocean sunfish,
You know, chickens are
frog,
an egg a day,
a
but I'm sure
turtle?
it's gonna be.
Maybe turtle, because turtle be laying like 100 eggs on those beaches there. Definitely not a chicken.
I figured it'd be some sort of fish that just daily shits out a bunch of eggs.
I agree. I think it's either turtle or well, I think frogs also lay a lot of eggs because all those they get like multiple tadpoles. I think a turtle though, because a lot of them don't make it,
Yeah, but they're also big.
but they hide them on the beach.
try again. Close.
Sunfish then?
That isn't right. Good job. You got it right.
I never heard of an ocean. I know a sun.
300 million eggs at a time.
300
Okay,
million
maybe
eggs at a
we're
time.
broadening the definition of what an egg means. If we're gonna say.
They might all be alive, legitimate. I mean, it makes sense. I mean,
That's a
Damn.
lot. Let's go to the next page.
especially if a lot of them get eaten.
Lords of the sky.
Maybe that is the
Many famous
cheapest
creatures lived alongside the dinosaurs,
caviar you can
including
get.
the flying
This fish
reptiles
lays
known
300
as
million
pterosaurs.
eggs. You know,
Click on the
Bound to
picture
get one.
to start playing the game.
caviar is.
Many predators stalk the nesting grounds.
Is it multiple? I
in
never
search
had
of
it, so
easy
Oh,
prey.
caviar is.
Luckily
is
for young Storm,
disgusting.
these
I've
two
had it before.
pterodostro are more
But it's
interested
just
in
it's
mating
a bunch of the
than
little eggs,
eating.
and you—it's like almost
Gotta
like
keep them occupied.
I want to say
Try to
it's you
remember
would
each
you
of
would
the
put it
gestures you see
on
on the
things like
screen.
you might a tasteful
You're
jelly.
up.
Um,
Brilliant. She noticed that for sure.
was this a mating dance?
Try to remember the actions you see on the screen.
Oh, you can't see me. I'm trying to.
Okay, ready? You're up. Cool move. She seemed to like that. Get
But I
ready
will
to
say this: you
remember.
can taste the difference between
Now
the
it's your
caviar
turn.
that's supposed to be expensive and the
Awesome,
caviar
well
that
done.
isn't. Like, not as salty and.
I'm sure my brother would attest to that
Watch
as the chef.
closely
He always
and
says he
remember
tastes the
these
difference
actions.
in like frozen fish versus fresh
Oh,
fish, or
that
like
I
what
that.
part of the sea they
Good
come
moves
from, all
there.
those things.
Excellent. Ready? See if you can remember these
Up,
actions.
down, and speak.
Up, down, scream.
Okay, let's test your memory. That's right. Great timing.
Great.
Get ready
It's only
to
a seagull.
remember.
Left, right,
Probably
up,
similar.
Shake that ass.
Left, right, up, shake that ass.
Copy
Left,
the
right,
actions
up,
you saw on the
shake that
screen.
ass.
A fantastic display. Well done.
Oh, I
Work
really
it.
thought we were gonna
Wait,
see hip movement
What's
there.
that noise? Whoa.
I'm
Oh,
here to do the
shit.
dance
Look
too.
at the size of that.
I know both of you could fit in my mouth if I really wanted.
Y'all like big boys?
A fully grown Argentinosaurus, the largest land animal
'cause
to
they were
have
by the
ever
eggs.
existed.
Looks
You're
like
not supposed
Dad
to be
really
by the
scared them
eggs.
off.
Not supposed to be.
Thunder? Okay. The Great Elder? Damn, he'd be knowing things then.
I got my nickname because of my farts.
What if they did fart?
Gold! You
I
remembered
mean, you do on
every
average
move
7 times a day,
perfectly.
right?
You've unlocked a
Sure they
new
did
quiz
too.
card.
Pterosaurs grew to very
I want to
different
hear one of those dudes
sizes,
burp.
from the Nemicalopterus, which was
Mwah.
smaller than a pigeon, to
It's
the
like a foghorn.
massive Quetzalcoatlus, whose wingspan could be up to 10 meters,
Quetzalcoatlus.
about as long as a double-decker bus.
That's
What's that?
enormous.
We don't have those here in
What's
America.
the biggest bird alive today?
It's the biggest
Is
bird
it
alive today.
An ostrich,
Vulture? Or, yeah, probably
a
ostrich.
golden eagle, a flamingo, a sparrow.
Flamingos are pretty big,
It's an
but it's a lot of
ostrich.
it's a lot of leg. You know, it's an ostrich.
That's right. The
Donkey
ostrich
Kong
is the
can turn
largest
into a
living
flying
bird.
ostrich in Donkey Kong Bonanza.
True.
That's
I think he also
everything.
rides one
Let's see what's on the next page.
in Donkey Kong Country. Turn the
Growth of a
page.
giant. Survival for an infant
Growth
Argentinosaurus
of a
didn't just rely on outwitting
giant.
predators.
ESPN
also
3030.
meant eating
Growth of a
enormous
giant.
amounts of
Shaquille
vegetation.
O'Neal story.
I wonder how much they ate.
And then, you
Should
know,
we find out? Click on the
WWE
picture.
would have that version being about Andre the Giant.
Yeah. Aw, Ethan's a little like fruit.
Whoa!
Don't get
We're
eaten.
really high up. Be careful not to fall. I wonder where Storm is. Let's call out and see
Thunder
if
and
he's
Storm,
about.
those are the names
Just call
of
out, Storm!
Storm from the X-Men.
Flash of lightning appears.
Storm is
Storm.
now an adolescent.
I know we
with
haven't
a
touched
long
Marvel
neck that's
Rivals at all
ideal for
since
reaching
like
high
it
up into the
basically came
trees
out.
for food.
But I guess they're doing a
Wow,
season all
look at
on
him.
Venom,
Hasn't he
so
grown
everyone has
big?
costumes as if
Let's
they
see
were
if we can
Venom.
find him some nice juicy
I guess
plants.
We are Venom.
I saw
Any
a
of the
picture of
plants on
Squirrel
this tree
Girl
should
as
work.
Venom, and
Select
even
a
the little
plant
squirrel
using the
is a
motion
little
controller
Venom.
and
And I'm
pull
like,
the
alright,
T
that's
button
cute.
to pick it up.
Like an angry little Venom squirrel.
Does Venom get his own Venom skin though?
I don't know.
Like what
Give
happens
that
when you
branch
double
a
Venom?
good wave to get
Do
his
you double up?
attention.
Maybe he's like Primal Ultra Venom.
Awesome! He's coming over.
Mega Venom.
Eat this tree branch. You
now
know you
hold it
want
out
it.
towards him so he can eat it.
Oh, this is just like Jurassic Park.
Okay,
First
well,
movie where they
He's
goes,
making a
ooh.
fine meal of that. Well done.
And I think they give him the apple or whatever. It's a little levity during after an intense scene in that movie.
Here, catch. Disappear. I want physics on this thing. A lot of work
I know,
eating leaves.
Yeah. And it's like eating a salad, you know?
It's
Yeah,
Thunder.
but like, these dudes have to eat half the tree for lunch.
Oh.
Maybe
Whoa,
even the whole
that
thing.
Was close. Thanks a lot, big guy.
You know what I mean? 'Cause
Hey,
how
it's
big
Storm and his friends.
I mean,
They
think they
look
said,
really
like-
hungry. We'd better feed them all.
I mean, definitely as
There are
tall as a
lots of
tree.
juicy plants
Big
around
tree.
Here. Grab hold of one and let's feed these guys. Select a plant using the motion controller and pull the T button to pick it up. Storm
Wow.
looks
Like
like he
all
wants
jittery.
some more. The one on the right is
they
getting really
nervous?
hungry. That one on the left wants more food. Uh-oh. Is that dinosaur going to sneeze?
This is Little Jurassic Park.
Something.
It look
Ew,
like
that was
he also
gross.
sneezes on them.
Really?
As he grows, Storm will learn to strip branches that are out of reach of smaller dinosaurs. For now, though, there's plenty of food
I
to
feel
go
obligated
around.
to wave.
Aw,
I just feel
they
obligated to
look
be
so
like, look.
happy, don't they?
So they should just take random photos when you're not expecting it, like the amusement park ride.
Well, the first Harry Potter game did. So it wanted to show your achievements.
Oh well,
Mm.
at least
But
we
not
got
like video game
bronze.
achievements, like your feats as a
You've unlocked a
spellman.
brand new quiz card.
Official term.
Each Argentinosaurus
Alright,
What would
a-
ingest around
what would an
100,000
S-rank
calories
amusement
every
park look
day
like?
to reach its adult size. That's about
A
the
sad
same
one?
as 50 chocolate cakes.
Wow,
Only
no
if 6
wonder
people
they
would ever
grew
show
so
up.
big. Can
Uh,
you guess which animal living today
Fair.
eats the most food? Is it a
I'd
cat,
imagine. Oh wait, hold on.
a human, an elephant, a blue whale?
Blue.
oh, yeah. Well, I mean,
Whale, right?
again, I ordered a large pizza just for myself. Still have 2/3 of it left, but I'm gonna eat the whole thing.
Exactly right. A blue whale will eat up to 3.5 tons of krill in a single
You know the
day.
British, they spelled tons, T-O-N-N-E-S. Gross.
That's everything.
Tonus.
Let's see what's on the next page.
Look at all of our
He eats
tonuses.
10,000 toenails a day.
Cat
Weigh
does.
an Argentinosaurus. Just how heavy is the
She would
largest
like to.
land animal that ever existed?
Let's find out.
My
shall
cat does
we?
try to eat after if she like her nails clip off or whatever, she will try to eat him. And I'm like, no.
Are you dumb? Wait, why are you trying to do this?
Some
Oh,
scales. And wow,
Can I?
there's an Argentinosaurus on one end.
Bus.
And there are the
Big
things
bus.
we can use to weigh him.
Oh, no, is that a train? It's gonna be all of them.
Okay,
Just,
now let's put it onto the scales.
oh, okay. There's
We're
multiple.
still too
Fuck it.
light. Let's add some weight.
Oh, too much. All right, and then a bus maybe.
We're not heavy enough yet. Add something else. You did it!
There we go.
The
We're not
largest
heavy
Argentine
enough yet.
Timed for the
epic
metal. That's so
100
dumb.
tons.
You're waiting for the
That's
thing to.
roughly the same
I'm
as
complaining about the
15
video game
elephants standing
aspects on this
together.
game.
So close.
You have to use that thing
Gold.
for your
You need to
mom,
balance
too.
The scales just a little bit faster. You've unlocked a new.
Argentinosaurus was so big and heavy that smaller dinosaurs could
Welcome to the
actually
quiz.
drown in its footprints.
If you have any questions,
That's
now's the time to
insane.
ask.
Can you guess what the heaviest land animal living today is? Is it
Land animal.
a
The
cow,
elephant.
Yeah, I think that'd be an elephant.
elephant,
Or a hippo
A
if
giraffe?
we weren't.
a hippopotamus?
But it is an elephant.
Damn it. It's an elephant, probably.
Yes. I mean, I can see these things being denser, but like these are just so much bigger.
That's right.
Hippos be floating in the
A
water
full-grown
though,
African
too. So maybe they're
elephant
actually
weighs
lighter
up
than
to
we think.
6
Maybe they're like spongy.
Elephants can float. They can float.
No, I meant they swim. Hippo be like he just be in the water like a bobber.
I know they kill
That's
more
everything.
humans than like
Let's see what's on the
lions
next
and
page.
tigers and a lot of things we are, classically afraid of.
Good for them. They're people underrate them on the power rankings.
They
you know?
run just as fast as we do, which is even scarier.
The
To be like,
last
you got to be
great
at your
age of the
peak if you're trying to run
dinosaurs.
away from one of these
You
scary
need to
things.
find all the hidden creatures shown in the picture. Use your controller to select the picture, and then press.
Alright, we're gonna
Cool.
be
Looks like
looking
we're back
around.
at the nesting
Titanosaurus.
site. I bet there are loads of fascinating things to look for here. Some of those eggs look like
Titanosaurus.
they're about to hatch. Can you see them?
Egg.
Oh, look! It
Egg.
hatched.
They're British, so they'd
Can you
probably
find
spell
the
it
other
E-G-G-E.
Sweet.
Eggy.
They're so small.
And
Look
they
for the
say, oh
hatching
look, I got
eggs.
my egg and biscuit.
In my beans that I put in the bin.
And the beans on
Well
toast
done.
thing is
You
like
found all
repulsive
the
to me.
hatchlings.
Legitimately repulsive to me.
I still don't get how a
no,
country that's
that
like
pterosaur is
colonized
trying
half
to
the
eat
planet
us.
has like
Shoo!
awful food.
Go
Yeah,
away.
they never took any of those spices home, I guess.
The, herd
The
has
Titanosaurus
returned
is
to
the
tend
big
their
ones.
hatchlings. Luckily for this newborn, their arrival
We gotta wait
scares
for it to
the
pop up,
scavenger
though.
away.
Yes. Gotta let the scene play out. Already tired.
Can you spot
Can you
thunder and
spot
storm?
thunder and storm?
Oh, in the
There
back.
they
They these two bitches?
As the youngsters grow up, the bond between them and
Hey,
their
guys.
parents gets stronger.
Come over.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Aw,
And I
thunder and
don't
speed and
know
storm. Now let's see
You
what
know,
else
would they
is
do
around
that?
here. Can you see
Would
any
this
Yeah.
one
pterodostro?
feed its mate?
They'll be after the hatchlings.
Would they do
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
I know you're saying that, but like for real, would they?
You found a pterodostro.
Called being in a relationship. You gotta feed your partner
Good stuff.
the tree
You found
branch.
all the pterodostro.
Oh.
Did you hear something? Take a look around. See if you can spot anything suspicious.
Sorry to poke through your regality. Uh-oh.
Look for something suspicious.
This is
Bro, he be peeking over there.
a
He be
deadly
peeking.
predator.
Eat 'em.
Surely he's not big enough to take on an Argentinosaurus.
By itself, Mapusaurus offers no real challenge, but it doesn't hunt alone.
Can you see the other Mapusaurus?
Got my squad.
Yes,
Got my
there's
squad.
Okay, I take that back. They look a lot
Where
more
we
dangerous
dropping,
when there are
boys?
more of them.
What are we trying? Okay, I don't know how it would work, but like a dinosaur battle royale would be kind of fun.
Well, with the same
This is Flint, the leader
what would
of
you
the
call it? Standard
Mapusaurus.
practice of jumping out of the plane.
Don't like the look
Yes,
of him.
that's. But then everything else is like normal prehistoric stuff. But for whatever reason, the game you just jump out of a.
No, I want those
You jump
tiny
out of a-
little arms holding AK-47s.
Oh, I thought we
Hooray!
gotta
Thunder
But you
so
know,
find
like,
like different.
That would be a
He's pretty
Steam game that would be a hit for 1
Hey,
week,
good hunting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then they would invest way too much money in it, thinking that they could make it a long-term thing.
You've unlocked
Battalion.
some fact cards.
And that's different.
Hatchlings make a tasty snack.
Because that game was popular for like a month, and it was like all the esports guys were playing it, and then it just once they stopped playing it, everyone stopped playing it.
I'm sure a lot of that stuff too was also like paid for
Argentinosaurus was a
sponsorship
sauropod,
stuff.
a giant herbivore with a long neck.
Did you see the people playing Mind's Eye
Mapusaurus was about
on
the
Twitch?
same size as
Like the
T-Rex,
sponsored people
but
playing
was
Mind's
sleeker
Eye.
and more agile.
And some of those people couldn't even like
That's
handle be like, this
everything.
game sucks,
see what's
but
on the
like
next page.
they're not saying that. They're trying to get. They're just like, okay, here's the spiel I have to say about what platforms it's on, and they just break down and
March of
like
the
they
Titans.
can't do it
The
without
herd
laughing.
once more begin their
Yeah,
long
that's
march.
why
The
I
next
personally
great
would never like
migration.
want to be.
They will not see these
This is a
empty
game
lands again
franchise
for
that
many
I
years.
like and have played
Use
before.
the controller
You know what I
That's
mean?
kind
I
of-
would never.
and
That's
then
what
press
they
the move
want
button.
anyway. You know what I mean? Like, Square Enix would love Final Fantasy fans to be streaming evangelically praising
Yeah,
their
I
new
don't
video
need-
game. You know
You
what I
don't
mean?
need
Well
like.
done, we've almost
It's
completed
just
the
with like
chapter.
we gotta get
Ninja
Shroud
playing it.
and Ninja
Yeah,
and yeah, it's
yeah,
those
yeah.
it's those people. But like, but they always have those like ambassador
Here's
programs
an
like
adult
sign up and
Argentinosaurus.
I
Which
sign
of
us
these
up, but you
objects does he
guys
match
don't
in
subscribe,
size?
so
Is
we don't
it
get any
a
any
football,
hits.
a double-decker
Football, a
bus,
double-decker bus.
I used to get
Jumbo
emails
jet,
on Twitch for
the
a couple
moon.
random games, but they were just one-off indie games or whatever that
Right.
were just fine.
Now, which football art do you think? Which football do they think they mean?
Fair.
It's not that it matters because these are significantly bigger. Match in size. it would
Double
be
decker.
I heard them say
bus.
jumbo jet, but 3 times as heavy. So I'm gonna go with this one. Sorry.
That's
You're
fine.
right. Can you
I heard double
remember
decker
what
bus. I thought
dinosaur
earlier,
this
but
is?
maybe something
Is
I'm
it
misremembering.
Pterodostro, Pteranodon, Pterodactyl.
Oh god. Oh god. Okay, this is
I
actually
think
a
it's
hard
the last one. Wait, no, a terabyte. Maybe that's just
It's not pterodactyl. I think it's pterodon.
Unfortunately not.
No, it's not because it's not a pterodactyl.
Yes.
Okay,
Why
I don't
did
remember hearing that.
Argentinosaurus grow such a long neck?
Argentino.
Was it-
Is that
So
where
you
they
can cross the
found it?
road.
Look out
So you can
for
cross the road.
predators.
So you can cross
To
the road.
reach high branches,
Without having Kevin to
attract
cross it, he just
mates,
gets to stick his
to
head
balance their
over.
long tail.
It's always to balance the long tails. It's always
Then
the
why
or
is
high
the
branches.
tail?
High branches.
You got it.
And that's why the
I like it.
giraffe
How
is the
heavy
way
was
it
a
is.
fully grown Argentinosaurus?
My favorite animal right there.
Was it 1 ton,
Said
20
that on a
tons,
recent episode of one of our
100 tons?
podcasts.
You did.
1,000
I don't know if that's
tons?
out yet or not. I don't remember. By the
Was
way,
it?
the draft episode, we gotta talk to David. David's gotta he's gotta find a way to set aside like rules with Jen, because like, oh my god, I had to cut out so much hearing her yell at the dog and the cat, hearing her slam every
I didn't hear.
cupboard.
I didn't hear it on Discord, so it must
No,
have. Cut
I didn't
out on
either.
Discord.
It's David's local thing.
Raw
And then
edge.
also, we gotta stop him from using a tumbler as his drinking thing. This metal thing with ice in it, clank, 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 all the time. And it's like,
You know what?
God, I had to do
It's
so
part of
much
the
work.
aesthetic. It's part of the-
No, I had to do so much work on the editing that episode. That episode
He
is
should
not
just
the
use
Sunday, but the
OBS.
Sunday after.
You should use OBS and create a noise gate. I think that would help a ton.
I
'Cause I don't know,
agree.
or maybe I don't know if Audacity has that. It probably does. I don't know how to
I think
set
it does.
up,
I
but,
think
like,
it does. Anyway, fully grown Argentinosaurus.
Let's do 1,000. Go big or go home.
Nah.
Okay, 100.
Excellent. Can you remember
They always gotta
what
punish
food
you for getting
Pterodostro
like,
ate?
oh, I guess
Was
it is as big as
plants,
possible.
Birds,
We're not done.
God, we zoomed
hamburgers,
in.
Shrimp.
You forget it's not you, but it made it look like the way you shook it at the right time. It
Yeah,
looked
because
like
I
you
was
zoomed
about to
in.
close it.
Uh,
They ate hamburgers. They ate.
shrimp. They're the flying one, the pterodactyl looking guys, the big bird. I feel like they would eat either shrimps. Maybe I don't
You're
know.
right.
Right.
Makes sense.
Now we got these.
Because
two
birds do that
questions
now.
wrong.
They love their little crawfish.
Yeah, I just didn't
and
know
stuff.
if like what we would call shrimp now
Oof, they're at
existed
5.
back then.
Well done, you finished the quiz. Excellent, Silver.
Some crawdaddies.
Turn back to the front cover.
All right, first half of this chapter is done. We got one more half to go, and then we're gonna look at the movie stars.
Let's count
BBC
up your fact
Earth.
cards.
Let's look at your
That's quite a
fat
collection.
cards.
But can you complete the set? Wow.
Oh, that's-
You got silver
Some of they
for
said
that
fat with their
chapter.
accent. They're like, look at all the fat cards.
That's part A completed. Let's crack on with
Let's
part
crack
B.
on.
Just
with
kidding.
Part B.
I shouldn't make fun of British people. You know, they probably make fun of our accent. You know.
Yeah, but we're more justified.
March of the Titans.
it is 4th of July, so we actually
Put
should
the
shit on
controller
British
in the
people more.
picture,
That's
then
right,
press
that's
the
right.
move button. Let's see what's over the page.
Let's show you your fat cards. Your fat cards. Put them in the bin.
I had to literally
King of the
look at
herd.
the date because I'm like, oh
Storm
my
is
god, I
now
promised I'd
40
be
years
somewhere on the
old
4th of
and has
July.
at last reached
Oh.
adulthood.
You need to find all the hidden creatures shown in the picture.
All right, another
Look!
panning.
Did you ever see that
Where's
bin
the
video
herd?
where the guy pulls up
yeah,
and
yeah,
the
yeah.
guy's
Storm
sunbathing
is
or
now
whatever in
one
the
of the
bin?
largest
bin is full of
creatures
water.
to have
He's using it
ever
like a
walked the
pool.
planet.
His goggles on or whatever.
And,
I
like,
said else.
The dude with the thing, he is harassing him because he is just like repeating the question and he won't leave.
What are you doing in your
Storm's got to
bin?
be there somewhere. Can you find him?
Even if it's weird,
Wow.
like,
He's
leave
as
him
big as
alone.
thunder now. Wonder where thunder
We should do.
is.
Oh, we should do an
Can you
episode
see
when
him?
we in the bin. We can call it in the bin, and we talk about like
I don't
things we
call
put
it
in the bin.
bin. It's a trash can to me. I don't care if it's plastic and you know, squarish. In a lot of
Trash
ways.
bin. You know, it's like that's a trash bin in America only applies to like an office
Thunder is
garbage,
weak with
like a trash
extreme
bin.
old
It's like a
Sure,
smaller.
yeah, or like the thing
has
in the
taken
bathroom,
its toll.
you know.
Oh, poor thunder.
Just put it in the trash bin.
Unable to keep pace with the herd, the great Titan's strength
Okay, well, I see
finally
one
gives
there.
out. And it won't be
no.
long before predators take notice.
They hear one big thud. They're like, "Oh, he just fell. He's dying."
Keep an eye out for predators.
Oh,
There are some more pterodostro out there. Can you see them?
Look in the
You
sky.
found a pterodostro.
up
Well
in the
done.
air. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's a pterodactyl.
Great. You found all of the pterodostro.
All right, where's the 3
You're looking for giant
big
predators.
dinos? The predators. The predator.
Is that a Maposaurus?
What was I supposed to say?
Called camouflage right there.
No,
Okay.
I
Oh,
think
there
that's
is one
another
right in front.
Maposaurus.
There's one right here.
They always come in 3s. Oh, he's like literally right on
Another
screen.
one.
One Maposaurus
Another
may not be
one.
much of a threat,
That
but a
first one
pack most certainly is.
I'll say this. I'm gonna be happy after today to no longer use this book.
Oh no.
Dreams.
I bet Flint is with
I still
them.
want to platinum
new
the
game
rest of
comes
these
out.
games. I've said many times now, this game didn't
See if
show the
Flint is
struggles that much compared to the other 3, but like, this came out 2012, 2013. I would have saved this for the PlayStation 4 and be like, look, because the PlayStation 4 camera was a thing. They wanted to push at the beginning. They're like, look, we got this thing, and look, if this book reads, the camera reads the book, it'd be a higher resolution look, better stability, the performance would be able to handle all of this
Even
better.
if the herd were in time to save him.
No one would have
his
bought
old
it
age
still,
makes their
but you would have the
attempts
excuse of,
futile.
well, it was a launch, you know, era thing.
The left. They're eating them.
And
Oh.
so it falls to Storm to lead the herd onwards.
Oh dear. Poor, poor
Damn.
Thunder. How sad. Well,
I
at
am so
least
sad
Thunder lived a
that
very
these
long
guys get-
life and had lots of children.
That's all you need in life.
Gold
Live a long
medal.
life and have
Top
lots of
work.
children.
All that matters, fool.
You've unlocked some fact cards.
At least 7 Mapusaurus fossils
Pap.
have been uncovered.
I thought-
in a
I thought
that said
group
picky-
that
picky
contains both
hunters.
Young and old
Picky
dinosaurs.
ears. We only get the
Scientists
big
think this is
dinosaurs
evidence.
that live
At
long.
least
But I don't
7
like the
Mapusaurus
big
fossils have been
dinosaur.
uncovered in a close group.
I want
The carcass of
pizza.
an Argentinosaurus would attract carnivores
Death
from
of a
miles
giant.
around and
Feed
provide
the
many
world.
days of food. Enough to
That's
feed an
awesome.
Flint has shadowed Thunder for many days.
Lint. Okay, I don't
It's like
think
back-to-back
we-
tracks on a
He leads his troop.
Yeah,
Actually
yeah.
sounds like a metal
Storm is now
album
the
song.
King of the herd.
Feed
Adult
the world.
Storm,
For him
king of
to
the
lead
herd.
The Argentinosaurus on the Storm is now the king of the herd.
God.
It falls
Let
to
me
him.
point at this one.
Scavengers clean up the wild by eating dead
Scavengers,
animals and
prehistoric.
Prehistoric
cleaners.
CC
Insects
cleaners.
complete the process.
Again, it's just called sea
That's
cleaner.
everything.
But like,
Let's see what's on the next page.
They can't correct us now. It's too.
the reason
late.
why I looked it up is because I had downloaded that program for the first time on this computer to clean stuff for me. And they were like, hey, you can also do all
Argentinosaurus.
extra stuff if you subscribe to our
Argentinosaurus
premium
is
thing for
today
Yeah.
$15.
the
And then I just,
largest known
out of
land
curiosity,
animal ever to
searched
walk
on
the
Reddit,
earth.
is this worth it? Everyone's like, no. But then someone's like, yeah, also it's not called CC Cleaner. Because someone wrote it in the title as CC Cleaner with a
Cleaner,
space, which
yeah.
is how I searched it as well. It's just, everyone calls it.
Your
Someone
controller
missaid
is
it
now an
once,
X-ray.
and then it just
Use
stuck,
it to
and
look
then
inside
they've
the
never
dinosaur's body.
Just
rebranded
like how
it.
it's
Yeah.
written is C Cleaner with no space. You see that capital CC, you know what I mean? Like, I said, hey.
Argentinosaurus was the
I said,
longest
hey,
known land animal on the planet.
Well, you wonder what kind of
Support the
day.
rest of its
Bigger
body,
than me.
It had a
Yeah, okay,
massive
Arthur.
spine, 1.5 meters thick.
Is
I-
Arthur?
That's taller than you
How long
are.
did Arthur run?
I think they still have Arthur, like new episodes.
Arthur show.
It's a reboot. What's his name? Who was a right
2022.
grifter on? Oh, yes, Crowder. He was a guy. He was a character on Arthur. Yes, I am not shitting you.
Is that hype?
That guy.
Like as a
He's one of the shrill
Louder with
kids. Yes, that dude.
Louder with Crowder?
Yes,
like
that
the main
asshole.
Crowder?
Yes, that guy.
Steven Crowder.
Yes,
What?
yes.
Argentinosaurus
He had been
had
replaced.
What a
massive
wonderful
body of
kind of
dung,
day.
nearly
Steven
15
Crowder,
meters.
Arthur. What the
Right from
hell?
a great height. That
Yes,
Now I'm
would-
looking this up.
That weirdo was in Arthur. That guy who
It's
has
likely
suppressed
that
his feelings.
Argentinosaurus
He
had quite
voiced
a
the
small
brain?
Though a giant in all other respects, it wouldn't. The walking pace for an Argentinosaurus was just 3 miles per hour.
There you go.
Alan Powers, commonly known as the Brain.
You've learned some upsetting information.
How did
care
he?
for
I mean,
Arthur.
I know he wanted to be an actor or something. I mean,
Yeah, he also wants
So
to
did
be
Ben
like
Shapiro,
on
too, right?
Broadway
Like-
and shit. Yeah, but he needs to be manly.
Looks
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's
Shapiro
everything.
wishes he was writing movies
You got
and
gold.
television, but he doesn't know how
That was fun.
stories work.
Should we see what's next?
Dinosaur droppings. With millions of dinosaurs, all with giant
Oh, it's our
appetites,
favorite section.
you're
This
going
one's
to get
about
an
poop,
awful
guys.
lot of dino dung.
Oh, this.
okay, the
These
guy
are
who
the
played
droppings of a
Tristan on
Tyrannosaurus
Degrassi
Rex,
also voiced
measuring an
Brain
impressive 2 liters in volume.
in the
Ew,
late
that
2000s, early
stinks.
2010s.
Yuck. Sounds like we need to take a closer look at that poo. And that means getting our hands
Dog,
dirty.
I'm not doing this.
Do it! Do it!
Like, we gotta get our hands dirty. Fuck off.
Occasionally,
not
paleontologists
sticking my
stumble
hand in
across
shit.
pieces of fossilized dinosaur dung, or coprolites, as they're politely
Guys, make
called.
sure to like and subscribe
By
so we see
examining these
more
droppings,
videos of Ethan
researchers
sticking
can
his
uncover
hands in
whether they
shit.
were left by
Oh,
herbivores
if we get a
or
million
carnivores,
subscribers, I'll poop
and
in my
even find
hands.
out exactly what they've been eating.
Search through the poo to see what you
Just
can
so,
find.
just like the most grotesque thing.
But also just lame, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and then what?
Safely control your
It'll be
poo
in my
off that
hands.
poo. Ew. Is that a bone?
Tyrannosaurus dung sometimes contains remnants of Triceratops and Edmontosaurus bones.
Dude, pooping
T-Rex
out
just
bones is
love to
crazy.
crush bones.
Copy the gesture to scoop
That's
away the
dangerous
poo.
too, isn't it?
Ew,
I guess they'd be built
another
different.
bone.
Wait, hold on. I just realized
Quick, shake
Arthur
that
was
poo away.
PBS.
Yeah.
Well done. You found all the bones.
So when
Now
back
let's
in
find out which
like the
dinosaurs
Mitt
they
Romney
belong
times
to.
when they wanted to cut
We need to
PBS
match
and
the
all
bones
that,
to the 3
they
dinosaurs
still want to
shown
kind of
over
do
here.
that. I think
Can you
there was a
tell which
moment when
bone
Trump was
belongs to the
joking about it. I
Edmontosaurus?
don't remember,
Yes.
but
Use your controller to select a bone.
he
and
wanted
then
he
hit
wanted
the
to
T button
call
to
get
remove
rid
it
of
from
where
the
his
poo.
career started.
Yuck.
That's crazy.
Now put it down over the picture.
Tyrannosaurus
Hypocrites
Rex
don't have
had
to
one of
make
the most
sense, right?
powerful bites in history. Easily
Production of the
strong
final
enough to
season was
cheer through
completed by the end of
giant bones an
2019. The series
Edmontosaurus.
finale, All Grown
Try to
Up,
find which bone belongs
featured
to a
Arthur's original
Triceratops.
voice actor voicing his adult self.
You've dropped it. You need to keep the T button held down.
Does Arthur die at the end?
Arthur die. Arthur dies at the
Even
end
an
of Arthur.
armored Triceratops
He
wouldn't
gets
have
hit by a
stood
bus on his way to
chance.
school.
When T-Rex slammed its jaws together, they met with the equivalent weight of an elephant.
Try to find which bone belongs to an Alexornis.
Come on, don't make me flip the book around.
Ethan, you gotta bring it up to your face, actually.
That's what I did. I tilted it
stuck.
up.
You gotta stick your whole face in there.
Right in that poop.
We don't know whether T-Rex
If we get a million
was
subscribers,
a
I'll stick my face in
scavenger
poop.
or a mixture of both.
2 million, and
One
the
thing's
poop
for
in my
certain,
hands go with
it
my face.
definitely had a killer
And for
appetite.
25 million, it'll
Try
enter
to
the
find
face.
all
How
the
was that?
bones.
These are not real things.
Oh,
I do not
did
want
you
to do
see
that.
that? I think there's something alive in
Yeah,
there.
something alive in there. Yeah,
Dung
it's a fucking
beetles feed on
bug.
the droppings of other animals. Scientists have learned a lot about dinosaurs' diets by examining the fossilized poo left by prehistoric dung beetles.
Oh, gross. Looks like we need to capture some of those beetles for our studies.
They make Arthur when he's older look like an indie
Oh, like a
like an
hipster.
indie guitarist or something. It's awesome. Oh, one of them becomes a
Now
cop.
put it
Oh
into the
no.
beaker so we can study it. Well done.
His sister.
Now find the rest.
She was, if I recall, a
Great
bit of a
capture.
stickler
Try
for
to
the
capture all
rules.
the dung beetles.
Despite that meme of her looking at a sign that says "Don't enter" and says "I can't read" forever.
Brilliant! You caught all
Arthur
the
ending
dung
in flash
beetles.
forward
Some
explained.
dung beetles roll their dinner into a ball, which
Remember
makes
the
it
show
easier
Flash
for
I
Forward?
love Screen Rant.
When
Screen
they
Rant
find
always
some
be
soft
like,
soil,
if you look up
they
any
bury their meal
movie, it's
for a
always like
rainy
ending
day.
explained. They'll be like the most basic
Yeah.
like movie. Like I get
Hey,
it,
they
you
got
know,
away.
maybe a
I
movie
suppose
has
we'll
like
have to
a
study them another
vague
day.
ending or more not clear and like
Maybe
you
an
might want to
ending
look it
where
up, but
the actual
medal.
stuff
Top
in the
work.
movie itself doesn't matter. More so, like what
completed the
things
page.
symbolically might
Let's
mean.
turn to the next
you know,
one.
but
right, that's I get it. But it's funny when they have. I also have seen it for like
Survival of the fittest.
be like this movie
herd
about
has left
the
the
Meg
drive-ways
or like
right.
or be like
Now faces the treacherous
the shark
canyons ahead.
loses.
Let's see
The
how
shark
Storm's doing.
gets blown up.
spoilers, I never saw the Meg. Now when we do our
The
Statham in
herd must
review
pass through these canyons
series,
to reach the nesting grounds
Yeah.
beyond.
That's our-
Statham on
But the narrow
standby.
passes contain many dangers.
well, we had the Chronicles of Diesel. We'll technically do. Oh yeah, can you
Storm is
Google
now
this right
Cranking
now?
with
with
the herd.
cranking with Statham.
Where he goes,
Google
the
this right
others
now.
follow.
Did that second half of the season of Ark cartoon ever
Wiggle
air?
the controller.
Because we did a part
think
one,
so.
assuming that they would later that
Geysers
year,
are
like
hot
they
springs
said.
that sometimes form near volcanoes. The Cretaceous period had lots of volcanic activity. In fact, the gases they released
No, not
may
the
have warmed
Ark.
up the whole planet.
Wiggle the controller.
The Cretaceous period saw some of the largest lava flows in history. By the end of the period, vast eruptions across Asia had created a sea of molten lava that was roughly half the size of India.
Give it your best roar.
Pterodostro belongs to a group of flying reptiles
Wow,
called
he's really
pterosaurs.
intently Googling, guys.
These majestic
really trying to
creatures
find
ruled
this.
the skies
Well, 'cause
for
it's
just
probably
over
hard to search getting shit
150
about the
million
video
years.
games.
Shake the controller to help him clear a path.
Storm
Why
makes
is
short
having
work
me
in clearing a
shake?
path, proving there isn't much that can
Get
withstand a
dinosaurs to move by
100-ton
shaking your
dinosaur.
wand.
Trees are no
Wikipedia
problem
says
for Storm now he's
set to
fully
premiere in
grown. He's
2025. So I
enormous.
mean, it hasn't.
Yikes. That was definitely supposed to be the last half of. Because didn't it end with her, like, the one with the bad guys or something? I
Why
don't
is Storm
remember.
stopped? Perhaps he's sensing danger.
Well, he won the battle, I think.
But not the war.
This is Mapusaurus territory, and they're always hungry for fresh meat.
Uh-oh, it's an ambush. Help Storm
Don't worry,
scare
I'll
it away.
smack it to death.
Roar as loudly as you can.
Hey, you!
Get out of
More
here!
than one Mapusaurus to stop Storm.
A lone scavenger doesn't stand a
Oh, the
chance
scale is
against a
interesting
fully grown
now because they're like supposed to be really
Argentinosaurus on the
big,
lookout
but it's
for
like
danger.
they're
Gotta
I
be able
wonder
to
why
fit
it's making
within
so much
the book.
noise.
The book. I'll hold it up to you. You bet. No, it didn't. Thought maybe if I held
Yeah, I
it.
don't.
Oh no, it was calling for help. Two Maposaurus could be trouble.
Because what's the
Look
next
at
Vin
the
Diesel
ground
thing?
they're standing on. It looks unstable.
Is it gonna be
Wiggle the controller
Fast
as
and Furious
I think it's
11 at 2027, or is that Riddick movie actually?
I thought he was filming that, but maybe not.
Whoa! You caused a rock slide. That's taking care of those two troublemakers. Great job.
Lots of volcanic activity and the constant shifting of the Earth's structure meant that earthquakes would have been a regular feature of dinosaur life.
I will say he got pretty
Oh,
big.
That rock slide has blocked the herd's
he-
path. Let's see
They're
if
gonna
we
be
can
filming Fast 11.
help. Wiggle
He
the
needs
controller
to
as fast as you can.
get on that treadmill.
Yeah.
I also like though
Nothing
how
can
he
stand in
says like, "Oh,
Storm's
we're going
way.
back to our roots," which I think he said about the
About the
Fast
last
X.
one, yeah.
Unless he's like really meant 11 because they see it as part 1, part 2 in a way. But it's like, how do you go back to the roots when it ended at like such a like large scale of like
Right.
spoilers? Half the characters maybe die. They don't.
Right.
They because no one ever dies in the movies anymore.
But also
Um,
just like I don't know. It just feels like he just because remember at the premiere for Fast X, he says, "You know what? I think it's going to be a trilogy now." But like
Storm has
he,
heard something
I don't
again.
think that was
Keep your
if
eyes
that's
peeled for
being the
danger.
case. I don't know. I'm also curious how they're going to do the Brian O'Connor thing.
More
Like,
Maposaurus.
I'm okay with it if it's his brother,
no.
you know, playing it. But I just hope they don't use
Storm
some
could be in
AI
trouble
like
here.
Oh,
BS,
Shove
right.
as loud as you can.
like
I
because how they
just
did
hope
last
that
the
it's
other
not
time is they
sorry.
kind of they
Storm needs to
They, like,
stomp
you're
him
good.
down.
I need to
Use the
roar.
controller to help him out.
Brian.
Because last time they had his brother do it, but then
Yeah,
they like
yeah.
rotoscopes his, which
It was tastefully done too, because it
Quick,
wasn't like.
copy the action.
Oh shit.
but if it's just gonna be like,
Great start.
I'm okay, I guess, if they
Let's
rotoscope it
finish
again. I mean, they
Use
did
your
it
controller to
in,
whack Flint. Swipe
I think it looked
right.
bad, but like in Mandalorian, they did it with Luke Skywalker or
Very
whatever.
bad.
That should scare the other side.
Many more miles lie between
And it did look
Earth
kind of
and
rough
home.
in
But with
Alien
Storm to lead
as
them,
well.
These incredible juggernauts
Romulus.
are sure
Oh,
to
I didn't
get
see
there
it.
safely.
But I guess they touched
Storm
it
has
up
saved the day.
again. And
Thunder
it looks a
would have
little
been
better.
Really proud of him.
But some people didn't like it. So we'll see. I have a feeling they'll just do something similar again, but depends how much he's in it. But it could just be like another.
I
like,
just hope he's not like, yep, he's just in it now, and like, fuck you, he's
Silver
just in the
medal.
movie.
So
Like,
close.
I don't
Just a
know.
few
Part of-
cards missed. You've unlocked
Again,
a
It's
new
just
quiz
a
card.
raw
if they're just
deal.
doing a cameo, it just also kind of feels
But the whole
random
thing,
though too.
they set themselves up poorly. It's not forget what's her name who plays Mia, his sister, or no, Dom's sister, but his wife. Like, yeah, the whole conceit in Fast and Furious 7 is that he's got to stay home and take care of the kids, which would imply obviously
finished
she
the
has
game,
to too
but
as
you've
the
not
mom,
tried the quiz card
right?
yet.
But like she's alive, and like now you just don't get to be in the movies anymore because he's dead in real life. But I get it. She wanted to come back. They wanted to bring her back, but then now it's like, if like you said, like a cameo of just
Yeah.
him is going to be weird because
Dinosaurs
she's
are
in
perfect
these
examples
movies
of
now.
each
And he hasn't
still.
been cameoed in
slowly
any
over
of the
time
other
to adapt
parts where
to
he could be.
different
Like he
food
literally shows
sources.
up at the end
Some
of
herbivores develop
Fast
long necks to reach
9
high vegetation,
at the
while
party or
others
whatever.
But that
evolve
was
like
just
beaks
like
to
a
get to plants
back of the
closer to
head.
They don't
the
show him.
car rolls up
Some
or
animals were
something.
just
Yeah,
built
they
to
might not
last.
even show the back of his head.
But
Like
can you guess
you see,
which
and
is-
then they don't even mention him really at all in
He's a tuner.
Fast X.
yeah.
From my
A sea
knowledge,
sponge, a cockroach,
we'll see. I mean,
crocodile,
it's
a shark.
our dumb soap opera with cars movie, so like I don't really it doesn't really matter to me too much, but yeah, I don't know when this The Rock's like side movies happening. At
I
this
was under the
point,
impression
like,
that was coming out before Fast 11.
like this year basically.
Yeah.
Unless it is like shadow dropping.
I mean, it could be next year, 26 and then 27.
Well, no, I think they said Fast Furious the new one will be out next year, like Fast 11 will be out next year. Or or maybe did I misread it?
April 2027. I don't know.
Oh, was it 2027?
Which one of these has been around the longest? I'm thinking Sea Sponge.
Yeah, probably. I think either that or Shark. Yeah.
Sponge-like animals have been on the planet for at least 760 million years.
Not a very convincing looking photo. That looks like a CG asset.
It's just a close-up shot, you know.
That's everything. Let's see what's on
I
the
looked
shot.
per arc, by the way, and basically, long story short, I found the guy on Twitter
coming out.
Sorry, the showrunner. He tweeted on December 21st. It's his pinned tweet currently.
Cool.
Everything about part 2 is bolder, bigger, better, and gets to all the crazy stuff we want to see in the arc show. 2025 can't come soon enough. And then the official account tweeted, "Will respond in 2025." Trying to see if they've been tweeting on this account. Although this is the actual arc. There's not one just for the show specifically.
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine there'd be one just for the show.
The world was very different. All of the continents we know today were merged into a single
252 to 201
No, look, I mean, it looks like it
years
says
ago.
new. They just showed screen grabs of it
Now, just to be clear,
in May.
are we talking
late
about
May.
the second half of this first season or a
Yes.
season 2?
Sorry, like the second half of season 1. Yes.
Wow. Because, yeah, that was supposed to be November of last year.
Well, I found a tweet from an article that's on
Let's spin
IMDb
forward in time.
where he said last March of last year that he's like, I probably need another 6 months to get it finished.
A diverse range of creatures evolved after
It's like it kind of lines up, and there's probably some level of like these production companies, want to be like, okay, well, actually, we want to hit this release window, but it's definitely happening.
Yeah,
So
figure
it'll
out
probably
what
be
we
this.
want to do for
was the
that.
separation of the southern continents.
How much he's in it,
Africa,
'cause
Antarctica.
If he's in it at all, I don't know.
for the Chronicles of Diesel, folks, everyone's favorite podcast.
Let's go for a spin.
I forget what he even was in the show. Now I'm thinking about it.
I don't think he was in it for very long, right? Hey, who broke up?
I remember the other. I remember the other characters
Was
more.
warm and wet, with no ice caps at the
Right,
poles.
there was the
Many
lady.
regions that we live in today were still underwater, but the weather was changing.
There was a guy on the beach who gets killed. There was the guy who was from
the continents began to
Lakota tribe, I
take shape
think.
as recognizable land
Right, there
masses.
was the Native
The
American.
Atlantic Ocean grew wider as the
there was
Americas moved further away from Europe and Asia.
Didn't Elliot Page play her partner back home in flashbacks
The
or something?
Cretaceous ended with the most
Yes.
famous mass extinction in history.
Let's see what the world looks like today.
The continents continue to drift and clash over.
God, they're just showing screenshots from the Game Awards trailer.
We know today, but Earth is always
Which
evolving.
is that
Who knows what changes will take place over the next 600 million
Conversation
years?
for another day.
Wow, it's incredible.
I was just gonna
how
say
much the
anything
Earth
showed at the
has
Game
changed.
Awards
I
now
wonder
just
what
gets
it will look
canceled
like in a
in
few
3
million
years
years from
anyways.
now.
So
It's crazy that Perfect Dark game got canceled.
Gold, fantastic.
that's why it's like you don't get hyped anymore. Like literally, like don't unless
announce
it says a
shit.
release date. Also, don't announce shit early.
Giant sauropods.
But I get that they don't have anything to show that often.
That was the case for them for the
millions
longest
of
time. I mean, they announced
Never
that
again
Fable
has
game,
such a
I feel like in
giant
2019.
walked the face of the earth.
Right.
Oh, we're
I feel like
almost
they
at
didn't
the end
have
of
the
chapter.
Xboxes out
I'm so
when they announced
happy
that
Storm
game.
Dude, they
knows how
announced
to
the
save
Elder Scrolls or
Use the
whatever
controller
in
to choose the picture panel, and
2018.
then-
Like,
More
just
than
wait.
half of Skyrim's life ago, yeah. Well, but again, Bethesda announced Elder Scrolls 6 and Starfield when they announced Fallout
Ready for the
76
quiz?
as a way to be like, look,
Just
we're
click
we're
on
not
the quiz
moving to
button,
multiplayer
and let's
only. Like,
go.
look, I feel like you just announced one of those games. You know what I mean? You just say we're making the space Fallout.
They just need
game.
to do the movie route, like, just until it's like actually like being made fully,
How
full
many
throttle.
years did
Like,
it take
don't
the storm to reach
just don't even
adulthood?
talk about it. Like,
Was it 10 years.
It's more hype to me anyways,
20
be like,
years,
hey guys, that
40
thing you
years,
like? Guess what? It's
500
coming out
years.
this year, as opposed to it's coming out in 7 years.
Remember, that's what Fallout 4 was. In 4 months or 5 months, the game came out after being announced. How many years ago did it take for Storm to reach adult years? Oh, my
40.
God.
You're right.
Oh, okay.
How much poo
Built
did an
different.
adult Argentinosaurus
Built
produce?
slowly.
Was it 1 liter, 5 liters, 15
You measure
liters,
poop in liters? I never thought about
100
this.
liters?
Because you can liquefy it, I guess. Fucking gross, but
100. Why not?
it's gonna be 15.
Yes. How do some
I know my
donkeys
shit.
Wanted
their
100.
poo? Do they
I
carry
do
it on their
100.
backs, throw it, kick it, roll it?
It's gonna be
Bop
a
it.
roll. Yeah. Spin it.
You got it.
Rolling,
Which
rolling,
natural
rolling.
events may have
Shit.
contributed to the warming of the planet during the Cretaceous period?
Hey, this
Was
is,
it
Well, it sure wasn't the woke
earthquakes,
mind virus, let me tell you that.
volcanic eruptions, meteor storms?
It's not gas and oil like all these. What's her name from Sweden there
Would it
always be
be-
talking about?
Would it be a volcanic eruptions
I think so, yeah.
for like all of the
Yeah.
smog and shit, the poisonous?
Excellent.
We're
What
acing
was
this
The
one.
meteors were
continent in
like
the
happening
Triassic
very
period
quick.
called? Was it Eurasia, Pangaea, Panacea, Panama?
Panama.
We're gonna call it America
You're right.
Canal.
We
or
want it
whatever the
back.
fuck.
We want it back. Do you want it back?
Did you know it's actually still 1810? We're gonna.
Well done. You passed
We're
the
just gonna
test with
buy
flying
countries.
colours. A gold medal. Top work.
Nice job. Oh. That's gonna be in the screenshot too, which is so exciting.
Well, no, the PS3 doesn't do the screenshots.
Oh, it doesn't? Damn.
Oh, sorry.
They should remaster the game.
Hey, but
Just so we
again,
can do that.
if they put these on PS4, then that would have been the case. PS5 does the videos.
See, this is a new meme template for Twitter. What opinion will have you like this? They're all yelling at you.
Yeah, I'm tired of seeing Zachary Levi's character from that Disney movie with all the swords.
What Zachary Levi opinion will have you like this?
Oh God, what was it where they replaced a problematic actor who got canceled with Zachary Levi
Oh, I'm so happy.
a while
Storm
ago?
led his
Like
hand to
this.
save
What?
them. Good luck,
Let me.
big guy.
Yeah, I'm doing a Google
I saw
tonight.
this on
Let's see.
Twitter. It was someone got
Zachary-
canceled or died in like a Mel Gibson-y kind of like
Zachary
weirdo.
Levi replaces.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what comes up.
Yeah.
Turn back to the front cover and let's play the next chapter.
Josh Dallas on Fandral.
That doesn't. No.
Thor's Fandral, the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
No, it wasn't. What was it?
Let's count up your fact cards.
It must have been something animated where he voiced it.
That's quite a collection. But can you complete the set?
What, I missed 3?
You got a silver for that chapter.
Yeah, it says scheduling conflicts.
There was someone problematic that he
is home to
replaced.
some of the world's oldest dinosaurs.
I'm looking this up.
Excellent.
Despite Titan
Unlocked a
star
new
Alan
chapter.
Richardson being replaced Zachary. Oh no, never mind. It's the other way around.
Looking this up.
Point the controller at the new picture.
Because now this is
then
gonna.
press the move button.
This is gonna hurt me.
I don't know.
I loved that show Chuck back in the day.
Point
It
the
was like he
controller
was
at the
like
new
a Best
picture,
Buy
then
employee
press
that
the
has
move
the
button.
CIA's computer.
I walked
planted
by
in.
Zachary Levi. I didn't notice.
Oh, really?
Bryn's uncle. 'Cause we went to Disney
Point the controller at the new picture, then
Disneyland
press
for
the move
Christmas
button.
one year. And we walked by, and then my uncle's like, "Oh, you just walked by Zachary Levi." I'm like, "Oh, did I?" This was
Point the
before
controller at
like
the new
he
picture,
started to
then
get
press the
crazy.
move button.
So I was like, "Oh, cool!" At the time.
I think it was this Chicken Run
Point the
movie.
controller at the new picture, then
He was in
press the
Chicken
move
Run?
button.
They made a new Chicken Run 2 years ago.
Chicken Run.
Point the
Zach.
controller at the new picture, then press the
Played a
move
character
button.
named Rocky in there. Oh, yeah, I was right. Mel Gibson played that character in the first one. Okay, so maybe when I said that as a hunch, I was actually leaning in. All right, we finished the 2 chapters we were going to do for this stream. We
let's
do want to
the...
check. Yep, we want to check.
Yeah, the extras, or whatever it's called.
Then press the move button. Let's see what's over the page.
Okay, we're going to see what's in the book now.
Meet the movie star. Zachary Levi is one of the...
Hello,
is Gorosaurus or whatever.
Select Patchy
Oh,
with your
so
controller
the
to hear his
Storm
story.
and Patchy and all them were in this Walking with Dinosaurs 3D.
Wow.
I'll hold the booklet.
Juniper.
Hey,
Juniper. Unlocked.
Select Juniper with your...
Bulldust.
Pick your fighter.
Who's
Bulldust.
this guy? Select Bulldust.
Who the hell's this
Scowler.
guy? Yeah, okay, these are now. I was making a joke
We
about like
haven't
Mortal
met this
Kombat. Now they're
dinosaur
starting to
before,
turn into like actual names. Gorgon.
Uh-oh, here's trouble.
Alex.
That's the
Okay.
last
Hey,
page.
it's an Alexornus. Select Alex with your...
Here we have
Well,
it.
Walking with Dinosaurs.
Yes,
Wow.
Fancy
We
playing
can
next?
just walk,
Like a kid
fellas.
again.
We
You'll need to turn
ran
the
with this
Wonderbook the
book
right
right
way
here.
up.
We ran.
Flip the Wonderbook
I-
over so you can see the front cover. Now turn the Wonderbook over to
I
the
wanted
front
to.
cover.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Flip the
select
Wonderbook
this
over so you can see the front cover.
so that I
Terror
can go
in the
back to the
swamp.
screen with me.
Terror
Let's
in
see
the
what's over the
swamp.
page.
I didn't even read that. We
Terror in the swamp.
we read this big,
Look at that
beautiful book. We read the whole book, front to back. We read the whole book. We read cover to cover,
You gotta open it like he
Cover
does.
to cover.
What do you
Cover.
fancy playing next?
cover to
Bone
cover,
Cabin Quarry.
cover to cover.
The Bone Cabin Quarry is
Red
found.
Did you?
book.
There's a. This might be some Blue Anon shit, but I heard someone talk about how he doesn't sign anything,
Flip the Wonderbook over
like
so you
on
can see the
camera,
front
like
cover.
on camera anymore, because
What do
supposedly
you
he can't
fancy
write.
playing next?
Like he's
Oh,
like,
really?
it's like a conspiracy. Yeah.
I mean, that does sound pretty Blue Anon-y, because it's like
Everyone loves.
it's
Walking
also
with
one of those like,
Dinosaurs.
okay, so what? You know what I mean? Who
That's
cares?
always my thing. It's like, yeah. There's rumors he might have a stroke. Okay.
That's not going to change anything, unfortunately. Or it's like we made them change the name of the bill. Okay, you still voted for it, so whatever, you know.
Or like it's gonna pass anyways. Who fucking like no
Yeah.
one cares, bro. Like yeah, just celebrating all the wrong things as opposed to I don't know, whatever. He is a dinosaur. He
was
walks with
gonna
the
say,
dinosaurs. Yeah.
We're talking about
I'm
dinosaurs.
surprised we
even
didn't see
still.
Brandon in this too. So
Oh my god. What was it? I was thinking about the other day about time-wise. I'm like, oh yeah, this was around the time where like he was still, it's the top of his game. He's got to finish the job. It was like around there. I was thinking about something that had happened at the time, like a movie or a game or something like that. I'd be like, damn. Well, Devin, thank you very much for joining me for
Yes.
this final installment of Wonderbook Week. Well, it's not technically over because tomorrow we are entering the court. We are entering the halls. At least just me. Devin has to rip a computer out and travel cross country. Actually, maybe we'll play this when you're over a little bit. Well, that's spoilers. Devin's gonna be maybe visiting, but I'm entering court because it's time for me to be judged to play this
Judge
video
Judy.
game known as the Eye of Judgment. That'll be tomorrow's stream video. It is not a Wonderbook game, but it uses the camera to augment reality, a mat, and trading cards. So it's like an older cousin to
it's Wonderbook
this
in
whole
spirit.
thing. In spirit. I guess if I were to just very quickly review this product, this is the best one of these.
Hell yeah, it is. Why would dinosaurs always stay on
It's
top?
the best one of these. Supermassive head. I don't think they missed within the limitations of what this product does. What that product does, combined with the PlayStation 3, which is an overdrive right now. This thing is so loud. I'm going to turn this off soon, or at least turn the AC on to cool it down. Within the limitations, Supermassive did a better job than London Studio has done with this product. I still don't find this super fun, but as kids maybe wanting to interact and learn about dinosaurs, if I were to rank all 4 of these games, this is at number 1. I guess I would put the Diggs Nightcrawler at 2. and then that first Harry Potter, and then that second Harry Potter. But like, let's be real here. Those 3 games are all kind of poorly implemented, and this one's at least like a low C on the Sonic movie show scale relative to gimmicky interactive experiences. Maybe the highest it can be is a low C. Thank you, Devon, for joining me on this excursion.
Of course.
Off
There's
camera,
dinosaurs involved. I'm there.
Off camera, that's all Devon was ever talking about, was how excited he was to be a part of a dinosaur stream, because here on S Rank, this is the only dinosaur video game that you'll ever see featured. This was it. We had a rule, 1 dinosaur video game, and this was it.
It's not true.
So Devon wanted to be on this,
Fake
so
news.
he cannot be a part of
Fake
any
news.
other. So like, we're never going to
Boycott.
stream or
We're
have
gonna
any
boycott if
videos
we
of
have
any
to.
other
We will-
dinosaur video game.
We will boycott.
Thank you very much, Devon. As I mute you. No, I'm kidding. Well, I actually did, but then stopped talking anyway.
Wow.
You're hearing it now for the first time.
God damn it. See,
Like and
it
subscribe.
happens every stream. It happens every stream.
We'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Dinos
Bye.
out.
Goodbye.
Jurassic Park. Along with Dinosaurs. Turok. What was the one with where the dinosaurs they interacted with the people and they got
Dino
smart?
Crisis.